Tyler and Jake.
Why is it just me?
I like to make you uncomfortable. I just like making Jake uncomfortable.
I was just waiting for you to say, "Hey, what's going on, guys?"
Hey,
I was
guys.
like,
Hey. No, it's your turn, Jake. Take over.
Hey, guys. I'm Jonathan, and welcome to Those Fantasy Dudes. Today I'm going to say some really fucking insane stuff about Brittany Mahomes. It's
you don't even know the fucking half of it, Jake.
I'm upset.
You thought this was bad before? Well, Taylor Swift's involved now, and I'm Jonathan, so that's going to somehow make it weirder.
Thanks, Jake. You are kind of right on the money there. But
Yeah.
welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the podcast. Week 4 on the way. Week 3 in the books. I'm your host, Jonathan, joined once again by fellow dudes, Tyler and Jake.
Yeah. What's up, Those Fantasy Dudes Nation?
I can't believe week 4, dude. You spend all this time waiting for it to show up, and then you're like, I'm a month in.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We're here.
Wow.
We're
we're in the 4th week, so we will be a month. Month will be in the books already.
It's gonna blow by.
Absolutely blow by.
But fortunately, we got at least one more game together as 3 dudes in one place, theoretically, unless anything changes. Unless the world ends, which hopefully it doesn't between now and December.
It might.
That's true. One of us could die.
Oh.
Yeah.
Happy
that's
Wednesday.
Always a possibility. Yeah. It's Wednesday.
Yeah.
I mean, I am
Oh,
I'm going to Tanzania, so
I mean, theoretically, guys,
okay.
there's a lot of uncharted meteors, and most of them we have found. But do you know the ones that we can't find? Where are they? Trivia question.
Question. Where are the missing meteors that hit Earth?
Why can't we see? No, not that already hit. Where are the ones? Why can't we see some of them? Why? Where are they?
Dude, I don't know.
Did you smoke crack before we started recording?
A lot of
it. Talking about? We can't see.
John tried pot before you.
No, they're behind the sun.
What?
Yeah. So theoretically, one could just hit boom, done. End of the podcast. Well, and the rest of the world too, but the podcast would also be over.
I don't understand the question still. I'm upset.
I'm asking, why can't we track 100% of the meteors that are out there and when they're going to hit Earth? Why can't we?
Okay, that's not what you said.
That's what I meant.
Okay. Well,
what did I say? I don't know what I said. It's
totally different the first way you phrased it, but okay.
I just tried to Google a joke that was relevant and opened up a TikTok if you were curious. But
I wasn't.
Why is a moon rock tastier than an earth rock?
Because it has cheese in it?
Because it's a little meteor.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good. Well, it's just a little meteor.
Yeah.
It's a little meteor.
Oh, because it's
a little meteor.
It's a little chilly outside.
Oh, that took you a little while. A
lot of things. Typically it does. Yeah. But yeah, if in case this is your first time on the show, we cover NFL news. Brittany Mahomes, if you want to tune out now, that's cool, but just stand by.
You got to flip that one at this point, because at this point, we're a Brittany Mahomes podcast
our
that also
number
talks
2?
about fantasy.
Yeah. We are those
number
Brittany
1
Mahomes and Taylor Swift dudes, so here we are.
We're not. It's you.
Basically,
it's your thing.
The TMZ of fantasy football.
Fuck
if you really,
that. I hate that.
That could be worse. I kind of like that.
Could it be worse?
Jake,
we
what's
have
the worst
the
alternative?
VH1.
The market
What's
is
the worst
so
alternative?
saturated with fantasy football. We can't just sit here and be like, "Oh my God!"
What we want to be the world star of fantasy football? Like, what is the worst alternative to TMZ?
TMZ is actually very popular. So
it's popular. It's terrible. It's trash.
I can stand there with my thermos and straw and just remember the show where that guy would always stand there with a cup and he would never be actually drinking from it, but he would be like standing there with it and be like, "What stories you got for me?" And then that was how the show.
I've never heard of that. That sounds great, though.
What the fuck are you talking about?
TMZ, the fucking show. There was a show.
All the moms are gonna get it.
Yeah,
so we're just
no moms listen to it. Our audience is
we're all about Brittany Mahomes, Jake.
Our audience is like dudes we know.
That's not true. There's more than that, Jake. Come on, give us some fucking
Our audience
credit.
is like dudes we know and Big Mac Jones, and even that
I don't even know if Big
he's
Mac
wavering.
Jones
I don't think
anymore.
he listens anymore.
I think he gave up. We got him the jersey, and he was like, "I'm out." That's pretty much what it felt like, at least.
Hey, can't blame him.
Yeah, but after Brittany Mahomes, we end up talking a little bit about fantasy, and then move on, talk about survival football, and that's pretty much the end of every single episode. So, welcome back to another one of those.
Don't sound so enthusiastic.
Yeah, here. So, yeah. And if you made it this far, Follow us on Instagram at Those Fantasy Dudes, TikTok at Those Fantasy Dudes, X Fantasy Dudes Pod. Hit us up on Reddit if you want. Sometimes I go on there and, answer some start and sit questions. Make dynasty teams and be like, hey, what do I do? I've done that.
Don't send us questions on Reddit because John is giving you advice in Dynasty.
Yeah.
You don't want that, I promise.
John uses
That's
that Reddit
not
account
true.
for two things: giving shit advice and looking at porn.
No, it's not porn. It's just ASMR girls. Okay. So if you want to follow us on various podcast platforms, you can do so on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Castbox, Reason, Radio Public, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Bullhorn, Castro, Podchaser, Podcast Addict, Podbean, Podcast Guru, Podcast Republic, Podverse, and Spotify for podcasters is our host platform.
Which platform has all the ASMR content?
Some of them are on Spotify. They do upload on there sometimes.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, because you want like an audio-only version of a video.
Huh.
Sure.
Look it up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe.
those ASMR dudes. Here we are.
No,
Make sure
Fuck
to
that.
follow.
You gotta cut that. No, that's insane.
I
You
can't.
put that in there.
Don't have time. Don't have time.
Ugh.
Make sure to follow or subscribe on your preferred podcast platform so you never miss an episode. Hit that plus button in the upper right-hand corner on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe on YouTube if you want to watch this in a video format. It's available. It's there. You can do that.
You can see John make weird faces while he does weird noises.
You can see Jake in front of old
Look at
photos
this.
of me at a wedding.
Look at this. It's John. It's his little tiny face, a little tiny tuxedo. If you're just listening on Spotify right now, you're not getting to see all that.
But if I could paint a photo for you or a picture, because usually you don't paint photos, you can see Jake in a collared shirt that he wore to his singing thing tonight. He does chorus. He's a
I also go to
27-year-old
work.
man.
Yeah, what?
And-
There's 75-year-old people in that.
Okay,
my age,
but
I
that's the niche they're appealing to, not the 27-year-old man.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry that I'm involved in a community activity, John. Not all of us can spend our time at the gym and looking at questionably aged Latinas.
Hey, explain that. Actually, don't explain that. Please don't explain that. We don't need to get into that right now.
Oh, we really need to edit the show.
We can't. Those fantasy
Oh,
dudes.
wow.
I feel like that one wasn't that bad.
Podcast.
John, I don't know. John likes 18, 19-year-old Latino women who are mean to him.
Okay, that's not
Moving
the age
on.
is incorrect. I do like women who have problems and somebody that I can
We
fix.
gotta keep this rolling. Moving on.
Okay, here we go. If you want to support the show and support our issues, that's gonna be 99. Well, you can give us 99 cents a month at the very least, but click the link in our Instagram bio. And you can do that. You can also send us a voice message and we can play it on the show. And
Where do they
answer
send us
it.
voice messages, John?
Click the link in our Instagram bio. It says send
Boom.
us a message. It actually
Can't
says
wait
send
for
us a
another
voice message.
Logan message.
Yeah, well, we do have one of those that we'll be ending the show with. because
Every-
it's just
every-
such a
every
positive
episode.
thing
Hey.
to end the show with. Yeah.
We'll just make up a new name
Why
for
is
Logan
no one,
every week.
someone else has to send in a voice message, please?
What's wrong with Logan? We love Logan.
Yeah, well,
It'd
kinda
be nice
feels
if
like it's
somebody
just a
did.
He's got
segment at
good
this point.
questions.
It
He's got
takes
good
5
questions.
seconds. Just send it. Boom. Done. We have it. Play it.
Yeah.
But without further ado, let's get into one of the biggest stories of the week in the Brittany Mahomes update.
Brittany Mahomes update. Brittany Mahomes update.
Man, it's tough that that's such a good song and intro, but such a fucking terrible segment.
That's your opinion, Jake.
What?
And
I think you mean great for a great segment, but okay.
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. So, Jake, I want you to look at the time code right now. It says 9:38, and I want you to take note of how much time of the show this segment takes up. Because you usually
What's the
do.
over under? Like 30 minutes?
Oh God, I wouldn't take that bet. I think
Uh-oh.
I would take.
No,
Wait, which
come on.
way?
I don't want to
I'll take-
spend this much time on Brittany
Uh,
Mahomes.
I'll take under 9.5. I think we go under 9.5 minutes on this.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
That's not terrible.
It's actually
You're
going
going to speed through that. Actually, this is a great bet for me. I lock it in because I don't want to spend more than 10 minutes on this, or I get to throw a cup of water in your face. So
Oh, I didn't know this was Is this a water bet?
it's a water bet. You laid the
We're
line
water
down.
betting
Come on.
segments?
We're water bet. All right. Well, then but that's something we have genuine control over. Like I don't have control whether or not Trey Lance plays for the 49ers.
Hey, that's why I'll take a cup of water in the face to spend 9.5 minutes talking about this shit.
all right.
Those fantasy dudes water bet.
Dang. This is actually going to be a good week, too.
It starts now. It was at 10:30. So, okay, here we go.
Let's go.
I'm not going to try to power through this. What the fuck?
It would start at 9. I feel like 10 minutes is the bet.
Okay. Well, let's get into it, everybody. This was a monumental week in the NFL. Yes, the Dolphins put up 70 points, scoring 10 offensive touchdowns and taking years off the life expectancy for Broncos fans. The real headline this week, however, was the newfound and confirmed romance between Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce and an international superstar, Taylor Swift. Can I get a hell yeah, Swifties?
Absolutely not.
Did you hear anything about how much it's increased searches for like Travis Kelce?
It's marketing. It's all PR.
Crazy.
Yeah.
They're not actually
all
dating.
PR.
They're not
400% jersey sale increase on Travis
Kelce. Do you realize
Kelce.
how big the Swiftie army is?
Dude, I saw a TikTok where they were like explaining stuff about NFL guys, and they were like, "This is Nick Bosa. He's really good," and they were like, "But low key kind of racist." And I was like,
"Oh my god,
this is that's the best part of this is the crossover content we're gonna get, where it's like it is teenage girls explaining NFL shit."
Have you seen the TikToks where it's like women are like people are going up to the dudes at work who they know are like the football guys, like they love the NFL. And they're like, "Oh my god, did you see Taylor Swift? She really put Travis Kelce on the map. Like nobody knew about him before last week, and now Taylor Swift is like now everyone knows about Travis Kelce."
I did,
Yikes.
you know what? At work today, I had a conversation where they were like, "Yeah, she's dating a guy who's like a football player." I was like, "Yeah, Travis Kelce. Yeah.
Fucking kill myself.
What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about football?
What a time to be alive.
You want to see my fantasy team and all the people that I fleeced?
It was pretty cool.
If they're wearing fleece, it's still like September.
But I love. Oh man, I'm so here for the crossover content. There was one too I saw where a girl was like talking about that incident where Travis Kelce hit a teammate at training camp this season.
He hit somebody.
They got that deep into the Travis Kelce lore.
Yeah.
I forgot that happened.
They were like, "Excuse me for being concerned about Taylor being with a guy like this."
Oh my god! In that context,
yeah,
it
was.
wild.
Yeah, it had like the red flag emojis and stuff.
I'm telling you, dude, the Swifties go hard. They would quite literally die for her in any context.
It's just crazy to see like content that you're so into described by another person. You know, it would be like if we started doing fantasy analysis for Taylor Swift concerts.
Yeah. So Taylor Swift, she's like in this pop genre, I guess. She
has a few hit singles and she has like a grandma. No, now a Grammy. What is that?
Now her set list, it fired off with "Shake It Off," which typically has a runtime of about 4 minutes, but this version was about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And that's kind of something you want
on the
in
top
a set
Billboard,
list.
like for at least a week or two, right? She should be number 1, but maybe she'll drop down to number 5.
It's week 4 in the tour. Like I think we're just a little too early to tell. Like
when you're talking Taylor Swift, you're talking Olivia Rodrigo, and you're talking Beyonce. I mean, those are 3 juggernauts right now.
Those are definitely first round picks. Yeah,
it's like can you trade an asset like Taylor Swift for an Olivia Rodrigo and a pick or 2? I don't know.
That's a t-shirt.
That is a t-shirt.
That's a t-shirt. The 101 Taylor Swift, baby.
She's not the 101.
No, I did see a lot of like mean things too that were like, "Hey,
who's the 101 then? Beyonce?"
Well, if we're
what are we going off of?
Are we talking talent or like
selling out
female pop stars? Just female pop stars. Who's the 101?
Female pop stars?
I feel like of all time it's Beyonce. But right now, it's Taylor Swift.
Madonna's probably number 1 all time. If you're talking like all times, like Madonna, Britney Spears, like Lady Gaga, like we're talking like pop stardom. Like
I feel like Madonna. But so if it's all time, it's Madonna. But if it's right now, I feel like it's got to be Taylor Swift, right?
Well, yeah, Taylor Swift is like the voice of a generation.
She's the current 101.
Like you could probably rattle off like at least 10 Taylor Swift songs.
So Taylor Swift is Christian McCaffrey, right?
Yes. Oh,
yeah, that's pretty good actually. That's a good. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Taylor Swift is Christian McCaffrey. Then who's like a late second round like flyer? Like Lady Antebellum.
Wait, that's not actually a lady. It's like a
Evanescence
group.
No.
What's the girl name? From Paramore? Haley
Williams.
Williams? No, she's in the first round.
She's a lock second.
like the
I
205.
don't know, man. That's tough.
Late second.
I feel like she could be she's a steal though, but she's a very niche product that she's not going to blow up every week.
Human being. What the fuck?
Huh? I used to have a poster of Haley Williams in my room.
You probably
Makes sense.
poster for what it's worth.
Did you guys have posters of any women in your room growing up?
No.
But I did have a bunch of Sports Illustrated swimsuit editions.
Yeah, they were secondhand though. So, anyways, they weren't like I didn't have the subscription myself. I mean, but I did read them after.
How did you get them?
Someone else had them, and then I borrowed them afterwards, and then taped them to my wall with Scotch tape.
Okay.
Scotch tape.
Yeah.
Plug for Scotch tape. Shout out Scotch tape.
Shout out.
Yeah, not a sponsor.
Sponsor
except maybe
us.
they will be someday. Anyways, yeah, the real headline this week, however, was the newfound confirmed romance between Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce and international superstar Taylor Swift. Taylor was seen in the box alongside Mama Kelce, screaming, "Let's fucking go!" when Travis Kelce scored.
Did you
6
see her?
against the
Did you see
Bears.
her picking up? That's a veteran move. You know,
Picking up?
she's picking up trash at the end of the game from the box.
What?
Yeah.
Do you
It's a
think
veteran
that
These
move.
Brittany
people,
Mahomes would
they're
do
just like
that?
made in a PR factory. Every
Veteran,
single one of these people, I swear.
veteran move around the parents. First time you meet the parents, dude.
True.
I
True.
still take out the trash at Allie's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
It's a veteran move.
I wouldn't do that. But yeah, Swift was also seen leaving the stadium alongside Travis Kelce after the game. So they're an item. Did you also hear that they rented out a whole restaurant and like bought everybody's meal who was currently eating there, and they were like, "You need to leave. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are coming."
That's crazy. Imagine having that much money. You're just like, yeah, this is just the thing I do.
That's baller
That's
as hell.
Yeah.
bananas.
But this is the Brittany Mahomes update. So the real question we're all asking is, how does this affect our girl? You know,
Do you try to negotiate in that situation? I feel like I try to be like, can I get a signature?
Bargaining.
Yeah, I try to be like,
but
"Fuck."
I don't think they told them like, "Hey, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are coming." But like, if you were in Kansas City at the time, who else is going to be doing that on, at a restaurant?
I'm sticking around and getting pictures for the paparazzi and making a check.
I think they also rolled Taylor Swift out in like a food cart to like get her out of the suite. There were
What?
other videos of like, because like the suite, like at Gillette, like people will come out of the suite, but like they are in like a general population area.
Right. They,
So like to get
hid
Taylor
her in a
Swift out,
food cart.
I think
I
she was
think
in one of
there's
those
just a
carts that you put,
different-
like trays in.
Nah, dude.
And then
There's just a
rolled her
different
out.
elevator. I promise. There's
Nah.
there's no fucking way that's true.
A Swiftivator.
Was this a
Maybe.
sitcom in 1998?
No,
Is this a
swear to God, I
Scooby-Doo
feel like I could-
video?
Why didn't they
like-
just put her and Mama Kelce in a big trench coat?
Well, Mama Kelce wouldn't.
Stack
Well-
them on top of each other. It's perfect. They'll never
Yeah.
know.
They'll never know. They'll be like, this person is 7.5 feet tall. That can't possibly be Taylor Swift.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Oh my God, I'm
Oh
your
my
biggest
God.
fan.
She's kind of
Taylor Swift is pretty tall though. She's
She's
definitely over 6 feet tall. I think.
she's built like him.
She's like as tall as Travis Kelce.
She's like a frail mouse. What are you talking about?
She's like
She's like
6 feet
stringy
tall, dude.
though.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
She's put on some meat over the years.
See, I
She's like
think
a
Taylor
wacky
Swift could play
waving
in the
inflatable
W. In
arm
a
man.
different reality, Taylor Swift plays in the WNBA.
Maybe if pop stars played in the WNBA.
No, I'm saying in a different reality.
Well, the real question, like I'm trying to say, is that Brittany Mahomes, what's she gonna do? How can Brittany compete with the likes of Taylor Swift? And will she go to great lengths to stay in the spotlight? Brittany and Patrick have been a tantalizing power couple for many years, but Brittany's 1.4 million followers on Instagram, athleisure clothing line, and sports drink sponsorships don't come close to Swift's 12 Grammy Awards, 14 MTV Music Video Awards, and countless Billboard Top 100 records. Not to mention, Swift is worth about $740 million to an estimated $10 million from Brittany Mahomes, who I don't think she's self-made, if you ask me. There's no way.
Her dad was a radio or like a record exec. Definitely
Brittany
not.
Mahomes' dad?
Oh, Brittany Mahomes. I thought you were talking about Taylor Swift. Okay.
No, this again, Jake, I've been trying to tell you this for 2 years now. This is the Brittany Mahomes update.
Okay, fuck off. We're talking about Taylor Swift in this one.
We're not.
Also, you
We're
lost
getting
this
back
bet.
on track. We're getting back
You
on
lost
track.
the bet.
That
You're
was,
getting a glass of water in your face over this one.
damn it, I did lose
That's
the
the
bet.
only.
We're not
reason
even
I started
halfway
I'm
this.
done.
trying to get through it, but you just want to talk about Brittany Mahomes?
No,
Man, it's
you
crazy.
can fire through it now because you lost the bet.
if we are talking about handsomeness and looks alone, Travis Kelce and Swift have the Mahomes beat as well. Travis Kelce literally had his own TV show that Jake talked about last summer, where women
That
were
was a good
competing
bit.
for
You were
his
on that way
seat.
before anybody else.
Yeah, that
Love
was
it.
a real good bit.
See? And Taylor Swift took the top spot in the Maxim Top 100 in 2015. Can Brittany say that? I don't think so. Swift and Kelce have both had the privilege of hosting Saturday Night Live, and both of them have graced the cover of countless magazines. Sadly, the only times Brittany has ever made any serious headlines is when she posts revealing pregnancy photos and when she publicly defends her brother-in-law who is still under investigation for sexual battery.
I don't mean to. I'm not trying to objectify women in any stretch, but I don't feel like Taylor Swift deserves the top 100 or the top spot on Maxim.
Well,
2015, dude. Come on.
Oh,
She
in
was
2015.
that was 2015. So think about like who was
Still, I don't.
top tier in 2015. How
I'll
old was
buy
I
it.
then? Am I allowed to
who
even
even
say
votes in those?
You were
Like, what's the
19.
criteria?
I
Is it just
think
like a
it's the
bunch
same-
of dudes sitting there? Or is it like one guy?
It's like a mail-in vote. You get the Maxim, and then it's like, who do you think should be number
Taylor
one?
Swift off.
It's like
Mail-In?
14-year-old boys. Like,
No, if it was
Yeah.
14-year-old boys, it would be like. Never mind.
I mean, but it shouldn't come down to looks. Like
Yo.
she is a pop icon and just an absolute superstar. So I think she deserves it for that and that alone. But
Is it?
guess.
Wait, is it? What is the category? What is the maximum or maximum?
Hot 100.
Yeah, that
That's what
doesn't
it is.
sound like they're really rating their career history.
All right, well that's a fair point.
I don't
It
really,
wasn't like the Forbes top one; it was Maxim, so it's quite different. But what is the latest with Jackson Mahomes, you may ask? Well, he was
I
seen
know.
out driving a $275,000 Ford Bronco with a backwards Yankee hat.
Do they get that
continues
expensive?
to lay low? Yeah,
Yeah,
this
what
was
do
like a
they-
classic 70s, like
Oh, like a resto mod. I got you. I
yeah,
got
not
you.
a new one. Those are worth like 30.
I was like, huh?
The 22-year-old was scheduled to have a preliminary hearing for the felony battery case against him. However, the hearing has been postponed because the judge came down with a case of COVID-19. Seems a little suspicious, if you ask me. But
Interesting.
the hearing was initially scheduled for last Thursday, but is now pushed until October 24th. So a little bit less than a month from now, the prosecution should finally have a chance to show some of their evidence to put against Jackson Mahomes. So, yeah. But lastly, we asked you guys who you felt was the bigger power couple in Kansas City. 94% of our followers said Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, and only
Let us
6% said Brittany and Patty.
You guys are all fake fans.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
One day, Taylor Swift versus
I voted for
a
Travis.
year of Brittany Mahomes on this podcast. Come on. That's all I have to say. The writing may be written on the wall for Brittany, and it could only be a matter of time until she is completely irrelevant. But if you want to follow her, you can do so at Brittany Lynn, BRITTANYLYNNE on Instagram, be one of the 1.4 million.
How many followers does Taylor Swift have on Instagram? Because it must be like
She
the
gotta
most
be
of
more.
any
Doesn't have an
person.
Instagram.
Doesn't have one?
Or she could start one today and have more than her tomorrow.
Dude, she
She
could
could
have
have
one today and have more
time,
followers
but-
than anyone on the entire platform. I almost guarantee it.
More than Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because that's a
probably.
crossover. There are more people that like music than soccer. I don't know, man.
That's
Ah.
definitely true. That's definitely
Because
true.
people who like
Music is
soccer also
universally
like
loved.
music. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe not Taylor Swift.
Maybe she should date Cristiano Ronaldo.
I
I mean, if it
Ronaldo.
was like literally music versus Cristiano Ronaldo, I'd be like, okay. But I mean, there's a lot of people who like soccer and don't even know Taylor Swift.
But dude, she is selling out Friday, Saturday, Sunday of football, NFL football stadiums, and there's still people who can't get in every city. Like,
Constantly.
it's an obscene amount of Swifties.
yeah, I'm
Like-
dude. It's fantastic. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I
shake
don't
it
know
So
off.
what you
this is
want,
the-
what-
This is the Taylor Swift segment now.
It is and it always has been. Actually, no, that's not true. But
That would
we
be
will talk about
terrible.
it
I would
more.
quit.
You would.
That's it. That's the fucking bar. The
Tyler,
bar is-
hold on.
Yeah,
You
Brittany
would-
Mahomes is fine.
Oh,
is
How? She's worse. I like
No,
Taylor
no, no,
Swift
no.
more than I
Hey,
like Brittany
hey,
Mahomes
chill.
by a large
Have
margin.
you seen quarterback Jake? Brittany Mahomes is totally cool.
She's the worst, and especially like, oh my god,
We're getting like the
Compared to-
big hook right now.
compared to Taylor Swift.
Did that play the whole thing for you guys?
No.
No.
Oh, it did for me. I was like, why isn't it stopping?
It's
I'm
just
lagging
stuck
a little
on.
bit. I don't know what's happening.
Look, Brittany Mahomes is not shit compared to Taylor Swift, and I don't even like Taylor Swift that much. That should tell you how I feel about Brittany Mahomes.
Jake, I want you to know that you're the one dragging this on. I feel like you lost the bet, and I don't even know what side of the bet I
I didn't
agreed
lose
to.
the bet. I made the bet that you agreed to the under, and I agreed to the over.
I think the Brittany Mahomes only stuff that we spoke about was definitely less than 9.5.
You're getting a cup of water in the face on this one.
Okay, fine.
Die for a just cause, John. It's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, you're a real martyr for the Brittany Mahomes update.
I'm happy.
That
with
makes
the
me
first
proud.
26 minutes of this podcast. It only goes downhill from here in my
move
mind.
on.
But
Let's move on.
Yeah.
all right, let's talk NFL news and injury updates.
NFL news and injury updates.
All right, Tyler, take us away, buddy.
Finally. Moving on. Well, I don't know. I kind of miss Taylor Swift.
We
Now
can go
the-
back. Wait, no, we'll go back. I'll just start playing "Shake It Off" or all the songs from like her new album, which
That's gonna
is
be the
called
Broncos' new
Midnight.
theme song. Shake it off. And they're all just gonna be crying in
Can
the
you
locker
imagine
room.
them in the locker room like before the Week 4 game? Like Sean Payton's like, "Come on, guys."
Dude, that was just bad. There was a post-game interview from some poor guy. I don't remember which player it was. I wish I could pull it up.
I
Where
can't remember his name either, but yeah.
oh, he's just like all sweaty. He's like sitting there in the locker room. They're like, "What? So how are you feeling? You know, it's a tough loss, but you guys probably move." He's like, "Man, I've been here for 11 years. I just want to win. I'm sick of losing. I've just always lost.
I'm like, yeah, I don't
Always.
fucking blame you, dude. I don't blame you.
We haven't not lost." I was like, "Oh my God, that's brutal." I was like, "Who let them air that, man?" That was the worst post game I've ever seen. I was like, "Leave this man alone, dude."
That's
Give him
like
some
just
space."
Like sick of
Sam-
losing. Yeah, when did they have Peyton Manning? Because that was really the last time they were winning.
Well, like
2015.
10 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
been in there.
just about when this guy started playing NFL football is like when Peyton Manning left and he joined the Broncos.
It's not good.
So that's brutal for him.
So yeah, these top headlines, you know, if you're living under a rock, you probably haven't heard, but the Dolphins put up 70 on the Broncos. 3 shy of the NFL record all time. They had the chance to tie it. Or actually break it, because I think the record is 70.
Yeah, it's record 72.
Or 72.
72, yeah.
Yeah, it's the most points in 60 years, because the last time it happened was in 1966, where Washington put up 72 on the Giants. Yeah, they could have beat it, but
points.
went for the kneel because I guess that's respectful. But dropping, 70 points on your opponent is like mercy. I think that's stupid. I don't
What
know.
happened, dude, is like it was just too easy. Like they were just the only way they could have stopped scoring is if they like physically just stopped running. Like it just to the point where like they were like, all right, might as well go in the end zone again. They were doing the same plays over and over again, and the Broncos just could not stop them.
I mean, at some point too, I feel like the Broncos were not playing with their everything. I mean, Peyton left in the starters. Russell Wilson played that entire game. That's
crazy to me.
disrespectful to Russell
That's
Wilson, honestly.
really crazy.
You know,
Yeah.
like a guy that far into his career, you're getting blown out at that point. That's a coaching problem. You don't get blown out like that because your players aren't doing that well. Like you're doing shit wrong at a coaching level. And that feels disrespectful to let a guy like Russell Wilson stay in there and just get his ass beat like that. Among other people. I mean, there are other veterans on that team who should have been pulled.
Absolutely. And you're talking about a defense that year before, was statistically the best in all of football, let up the fewest points in the entire NFL. These are good
They
players.
kept the Broncos in games with the terrible offensive play.
Yeah.
Like, with Russell Wilson, who was in like week 15, 16, still they're like, is he going to get more touchdown passes than bathrooms? And he did eventually, but I mean, that defense was the only reason
So
why
if
they
you
were
mean to
in
tell
games.
me a year later, your roster has not changed that much. I'm sorry, but that defense has not changed much, player composition wise. You're gonna let up 70 like that? It's just, ugh,
That was crazy.
it makes me want to throw up. I don't know how you come back from that. I really don't.
I swear there's something about Peyton talking shit about them too, wasn't there? Isn't that part of
He
it?
talked shit about Nathaniel Hackett, who was the previous coach of the Broncos,
Oh.
who is now with Aaron Rodgers. Well, not Aaron Rodgers anymore, but with Zach
Oh.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's a
Yeah.
all-time Sean Payton
So-
moment too, is when he's talking trash about Hackett. Now you just got 70 dropped on you.
Yeah.
So that might be the
70.
worst head coaching job of all time.
Yeah, leaving it, I just can't get over that. That's so disrespectful to me. But
Yeah.
did you see Mike McDaniels was in the stands talking to fans during the game?
I don't think that was really him, dude. I'm pretty sure that was a guy that
It-
looked like him and
it was
dressed
not
like
him.
Okay.
It's pretty funny
so
though.
Sick, though. Dude,
The
I love
lookalike
that.
was really good.
Either way, it's great.
It's like the
I
Mike
love
Ditka
those.
lookalikes. Like you go to Bears games even now, you would still see.
Dude,
people
there's
dressed
an
like
Andy
Mike
Reid.
Ditka.
There's an Andy Reid on a lot of primetime games that goes.
That's
you would
amazing.
Seriously, gun to my head, put them next to each other. I said, they're the same person. It's his clone. I love it. So, I think every guy from Kansas City looks like Andy Reid. I
I'm
think
surprised
that
to
helps
find
a little
that.
bit.
He's not
too.
even, he's
I
a
can find that.
California boy.
Oh, it's just so good,
He
man.
does look like a Kansas City man, though.
So good.
See if I could find this picture of this guy. No, wait a minute.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's
He looks like I think he looks like a more polished version of Andy Reid.
Oh my god.
Can I? I'm gonna share this.
sorry, audio listeners. Get on
You
YouTube. Don't be a nerd.
Yeah, what the heck?
Do some play-by-play, Tyler.
I'll do some play by and John's pulling up Google Images here. And yeah. No, oh, we got pictures with him side by
I would
side.
hope so.
I don't even think
A
they
little
look
bit
that much
heavier in the
alike.
face. I
Gun
mean,
to your head, you're gonna be like, yeah, it's the one on
okay.
the left.
When they show him in the stands, it's a
Oh,
lot
that's
more
Gun to my head if I
convincing.
was off a bunch of liquor.
Do you think
No,
he's
it's-
tapped into the actual like radio communications with Patrick Mahomes? He's like, actually, I would run this play.
Oh
Have you
yeah, he's
ever
like messing
seen-
with them the whole time.
I don't mean to go totally off base, but have you ever seen when the when people will get the headphones, the headsets that can connect to the fast food speakers?
Oh wow,
God,
I haven't,
what?
but
It
that,
goes crazy,
that's a
yeah.
problem.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
a major problem.
He looks like a walrus in this photo.
Andy Reid kind of looks like a walrus a little bit, so I think
Yeah.
he's nailing the look. But
Yeah.
no, the doppelgangers
Goes
are out
hard.
there.
This is great
No,
NFL injury.
This is
news.
what the Dolphins do to people, unfortunately. Good old AFC East. Yeah, and no points from their defense either. It's all offense.
All I can say is
Ow.
thank God they didn't do this against the Patriots. I would have killed myself. So
Yeah, probably would have
Yeah.
stopped watching football for the rest of the year.
yeah,
I cannot imagine how Broncos and their fans feel.
Well,
like for
gear
them.
up because we're going to see Patriots play the Chiefs live.
That'll be fine. I'm not worried about that.
they're not going to put 70.
They're not
up
going
our
to put
ass.
seven.
They would
Nobody's
take
putting
Pa- they-
70.
Patrick
They're going to put
Mahomes is
they're going to put 40 up on them.
Okay,
That's
I'll take
fine.
that.
It's
any
not
day.
70.
That's fine.
70 is so disrespectful. If you started the entire offense of the Dolphins, by the way, including the defense and kicker, you would have put up 199 full PPR points.
That's
So this
bonkers.
includes. I have it it's on in my head.
Oh my god.
Tua, A-Chain, Mostert, Tyreek Hill, Smythe, Chosen Anderson, and so that's your whole, including a flex, and also
Yep.
Jason Sanders in the Dolphins defense, 199 points.
It's like those guys who just screw around. Like my buddy who's a big Bills fan, he always drafts like Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs,
Oh, of course.
Bills defense.
Yeah,
It's like that
you do.
to the extreme. Somebody out there lost their mind this week. You're like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
fucking told you. I told you it would work.
it's the best
I
offense in the
mean,
NFL.
oh,
Yeah,
It
It
really
is.
is, dude. I love having Tua. I got a lot of question marks for having Tua in Dynasty, and I'm feeling so good about that.
I still have question marks, but that's maybe just me. Don't take that to church.
I mean, we
That's
can
not-
open that can of. Take me to church.
I'm telling you, next-
is that a
next year-
saying? Is that a saying or just a song? I don't know.
No, it's a saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I've never heard that.
so
It's
that
like-
guy
it's-
didn't come up.
It's like
with
don't
it.
take it.
Hosier?
Don't take it as my as the truth. That's kind of the
Oh,
Alright.
same
I
thing.
thought Hosier was more original than stealing phrases.
No, he's really not. Him
big
and
ho-
his
you big
white girl
hosier guy?
photographer hat.
No, I'm just happy that I know who sings that song. It's a good song.
It is a good
Okay.
song.
All right. What else we
It's an
have?
anthem.
Years old.
Not much. No. CJ Stroud joined Justin Herbert and Cam Newton as as one of the only quarterbacks to pass for at least 900 yards in their first 3 games.
So
I like Stroud.
that's
I
a pretty
do.
good stat right there.
I've liked it. He was an Ohio State guy, so I paid a little bit of attention to him because love Michigan, hate Ohio State.
Yeah.
Sure.
Real good.
He has also yet to throw an interception as well. I think that's more impressive.
Yeah, as a
That is
rookie
pretty
quarterback,
awesome.
you're always seeing these guys have like terrible growing pains for the most
And
part.
He's not throwing to like studs. It's not like he showed up to a team.
No,
that
it's like
has,
Tank
Chris-
Dell.
I mean, Tank. Yeah,
looks
it's Tank Dell and
Who
Nico
looks good.
Collins.
Don't get me wrong, but it's
Like-
not like he's. I don't know.
They're good. They're not. I mean, they're just not. It's not like he's got a Devontae Adams or like
Right.
like a guy that's like gonna elevate a quarterback to some degree.
You also know who they're not using at all? Dalton Schultz.
Yeah,
They're using the other guy,
no.
Jordan. I don't have him anymore.
Brevin Jordan. Yeah,
Yeah.
I traded.
I traded him.
I traded Logan Brevin Jordan for Donald Parham. Like,
Wait, did you get rid of
forever
Schultz?
ago.
I got rid of Schultz before the season. I traded
Shit.
Schultz and Michael. No, I traded. No, who did I? Oh no, I traded him to whoever gave me Hayden Hurst for something for Hurst
You're
and
like a
something else.
farm for terrible tight ends.
Yeah. I'm trying to get like the tight end 35 every week if I can. If I'm
It's
lucky.
crazy that you won't just negotiate with me.
I don't
have
want to give you
three
Kyle
very
Pitts.
startable tight ends.
Give me them for anything other than Kyle Pitts.
25 and 26 first for Evan Ingram.
Yikes!
I don't have those.
Oh, you don't have any of those. Damn.
You don't have
No.
any firsts, John?
No, do you?
Yes.
No,
I have
you do
two.
not.
I have
Yes,
two
I do.
2026
I have my
firsts.
25 and my
How?
26 because I'm not a
Fucking how?
maniac.
I don't know
because I
how you
do.
have that.
I'm not an absolute maniac who just trades them for fucking Dalton Schultz. Apparently,
Okay.
I have
that's-
Logan and my 2026 first. Which I think
really
Logan's
don't know how you do
and
that.
mine are going
It
to
just shows
appreciate
that you
back.
fleece people, and then your friends
I don't fleece
just are on your
people.
payroll and will
You
give you
suck.
anything for nothing. I suck. Okay, that's the answer. That's the end all be all. Just I suck.
Yeah.
Okay, great argument, Tyler. We have more
Oh,
injuries.
we do. Yeah, we'll move on to some injuries here. Most notable being Nick
Hey, Jake, I
Chubb.
fucking hate you. by the way.
Gee, let me get through this. Come on. Damn. I haven't even gone through Nick Chubb.
That's okay. There's only
Knee
4,
injury.
Tyler.
They didn't even show it. We've gone over this because this didn't happen this week, right? This week before.
Yeah, but we hadn't talked about
But
it.
we hadn't talked about it on the
Yeah.
pod, so fair enough. However, bad it did look. It seems to only be a torn. I say only a torn MCL. Recovery time could span 6 to 8 months. It's possible that it's not a career-ending injury because it definitely looked like it. If I was betting on it after seeing what happened to his knee, I would have said, yeah, probably.
Just done.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's what it
That
felt
goes
like.
to show you the pliability and training that these guys go through. They are absolute superhumans. If I had that happen to my leg, I don't think I would ever walk again. I think my leg would have been amputated.
And that was a genuine thing that some people were concerned about is that his leg would have to be amputated. I can't remember what the reasoning was.
I think I
behind
remember
it.
you say, yeah, because if you blow out a certain artery in your leg
Yes,
and it
that's what
bleeds
was.
internally or something, it was that bad.
Yeah,
that
if it's
people
not
are like-
addressed properly, or in time, then that was a concern, I guess.
That's scary.
It's just freaky stuff.
Imagine being one of the best pure runner in the NFL, and then the next day your leg's amputated. Can
Yeah,
you fucking
I-
imagine if
that's
that happened.
horrifying.
That's football, man. It sucks, but that's just how it goes. He's 27 and signed through 2024 with the Browns.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't want it. Nobody wants to be career ending. I hope if it
Yeah,
is, it's for his own sake. Like he chooses that because he doesn't want to get worse.
Oh man, that's
But-
brutal.
Alex
Smith
Smith came
he's
back.
so much fun to watch. That's a
Alex-
quarterback, man. This guy's job is just to run and be a tough guy. That's so scary.
True.
That's tough. I don't, dude. Why would you? I mean, I don't know. Like,
And to play for the Browns, or you're not coming back for a Super Bowl ring, that's for sure. So
Well, I don't know.
I
Huh?
wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't say that. They're building up. They have Deshaun Watson. I mean, he's not looking like Deshaun Watson, but if he does next year, you never know.
what do you think that the odds are of the Browns winning the Super Bowl in 2024?
In 2024, I think they're
Yeah.
better than most teams.
What?
I think it's
yeah.
better than the Patriots.
Yeah, I hate to say it.
That's
He's not far off.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's not true. I just don't. I don't.
I will
think
take
that happens.
2024 Browns finish higher than the Patriots.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you're not pretty hesitant on that one, huh, John?
Fancy Dudes water bed.
Ready? Lock
Girl
that
rapist or the Patriots. now.
Hey,
for now, I guess.
Who knows what could happen? There's so much that could happen between now and then. There's we're not gonna know the conclusion of that water bet until 2025.
Deshaun Watson will be in prison.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
God willing.
He'll have drowned
Uh,
somebody in a tub at that point.
Oh my
Guaranteed.
God.
Whoa.
Maybe himself if we're lucky.
My God.
I mean, that would probably help you win.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Moving on to more actual injuries, not involving tub drownings. Jamal Williams has a hammy placed on the IR,
Aw.
so he's going to miss at least 4 weeks. But you know what that means, boys.
We know what that means.
Alvin.
You know what? I wasn't even.
It's Alvin Kamara coming off my IR in every single league. Okay.
Alvin.
Alvin Kamara coming in to score a hot 9.8 points.
Yeah,
in the
you're not
first week,
wrong.
they'll work him in. It's not, but he's not coming back off injury, Jake. I saw him in the preseason, dude. He was looking good. In the little action he got in the preseason, I was like, that's Alvin Kamara.
Yep.
So
He's got Derek Carr. Oh, wait.
Oh, dude, no. Wait,
darn
hold
it.
on. They're going to score a ton of fantasy points because Jameis Winston's going to throw fucking
Yeah, so
4
Derek
pick
Carr,
sixes.
week to week with a sprained AC joint. That's in your shoulder. So,
It is
yeah,
in his shoulder, yeah.
J-Mo's
I
the
Googled
starter. Playing his former team, Buccaneers, baby.
Huge
Revenge
great
game.
for fantasy. Great for fantasy.
It's not, though. Did you see him when he went in
Not Jameis
after
Winston.
Derek Carr went down? Not
Everybody
Jameis Winston?
else.
Oh,
Everybody else on that team because he's going to throw pick
'Cause he's
sixes.
just
No,
reckless.
Jameis Winston was still good for fantasy. Like, I'll take -6 if he's throwing 600
Didn't Jameis
yards.
Winston throw for almost 5,000 yards?
He threw for over 5,000 yards that
That was
season. He
it.
was the passing leader with
Yeah.
literally like 40 interceptions.
It was bonkers.
Like, that's not even exaggerated. He had
1
over
for
30
1, right?
interceptions. Yeah,
yeah.
Jameis
He had like 40
Winston-
touchdowns, 40 interceptions, or
Yeah,
some shit like
that
that.
was
He was like
cool.
breaking records. It was crazy.
That was cool.
I actually want to look these stats up. 20, was it 20? Let me find that. You can keep talking, Tyler, if you want.
Yeah.
You know what?
Sam would call him Jameis.
Jameis.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay.
But
Interceptions.
he blew
yeah.
a 17-point lead, too.
2019, 5,100 passing yards. He had 33 touchdowns and 30 interceptions.
That's ridiculous.
That was before LASIK.
Okay. But then after that, he hasn't been
Brother,
much
that
better.
is 2 a game. That is crazy.
That's nuts. No, realistically, it was like 4 or 5 in one game here. Like,
yeah, and then like 1 the week after, and then another
Yeah.
4 or 5 the next game. Yeah,
Crazy.
that
dude.
was
insane.
something
He
to
played every
witness.
game, all 16 games.
Durability. You know who doesn't have durability? Perennial knee injury for
Tyler's
Mike
got the zingers
Williams,
tonight, yeah.
but this time he's done for the season. Torn ACL. We don't get the play for a week, don't play for 3 weeks, play for 1 week, put up 8 points, don't play for 2 weeks, come back, score 40 points, get hurt again. We're
At
just
least
done. We're just
if
checked
you,
out.
We don't have to talk about Mike Williams for the rest of the season. You know, at least we're just done. We can talk about Josh Palmer maybe being, getting a lot of work because he came in the third quarter, still was able to put up like 14 points. Josh Palmer.
Josh
like,
Palmer from
you
last
know-
year, dude, was looking fresh too.
I got news for you guys. It's Keenan Allen season.
Well, it's both. I
No,
mean,
it's
I'm
not.
talking.
It's
Of
Keenan
course,
Allen
it's Keenan
season.
Allen season until he
Keenan
gets hurt
Allen
next
needs
week.
Mike Williams.
No, Keenan Allen is going. Keenan Allen is going to run hot for the next 6 weeks and then fucking hurt himself.
6 weeks
And-
is optimistic. I think it's like 3
Yeah,
at the most.
No.
he'll pull his hamstring, and then it'll be like a Mike Williams thing where he's in and out. And like on Thursday, they're like, "Well, he still hasn't practiced," and then game time decision on Monday Night Football, and you don't play him.
They need each other, man. That's just essential because everybody in the world knows that it's going to Keenan Allen. And I'll tell you what, their offensive coordinator isn't good enough to hide it.
That didn't really stop him. He got 18 catches for 212 yards this week.
I'm not saying.
Hmm.
I mean,
He
Mike
threw
Williams
a
did play in that
50-yard
game.
He threw a 50-yard touchdown to
To
Mike Williams.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen is very good.
That's not
But
going to
moving
happen
forward, especially with shaky Austin Eckler, it's literally just Keenan Allen.
Austin
It's
Eckler
the
practiced.
Keenan Allen one-man show. We'll see. I'm just
Practice
saying
day.
he might be coming back on a pitch count. I don't know if it's 100% Austin Eckler this week.
Here's what I'll say: it works for Devontae Adams
It does.
with a
However,
worse quarterback.
That's a
worse
good
quarterback.
offensive mind for the Raiders. I think that is yet to be seen with the Chargers.
Isn't Brandon Staley is the
Yeah.
OC there,
Brandon
right?
Staley is calling plays. Josh McDaniels, arguably one of the best offensive coordinators ever, coaches the
You're saying that
Raiders.
because you're a Patriots guy.
I'm
No,
not
he's
saying
very,
that. I am
very,
saying that
very
because
good.
the man
You're a
has more
Patriots
Super
guy.
Bowls than anybody.
Yeah, Patriots guy. Okay.
He's also been so good that he's gotten 2 head coaching jobs. and then just gone back to being an offensive coordinator.
I don't
'cause he's
think
that
it's
good
a
at it.
controversial opinion to say Josh McDaniels is a really good offensive coordinator. I don't know what's wrong
Are
with
you going to
that.
say
No,
your
he's good.
stupid guy that's with the Ravens is better? You're like, oh, he's going to be better
Todd-
for the
Todd
offense. this
Monken's
year. He's going to
great.
pass more with Zay Flowers. That guy?
They are passing more.
They are.
Okay.
It's actually looking kind of fresh.
Zay
Oh.
Flowers kind of looks awesome.
So, yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that's what you sound like when you talk about
God,
it.
you're an a-hole.
This is the worst. I'm glad we can do this.
Yeah, this is fun. Happy Wednesday, guys.
I do like
Happy
spending
Wednesday.
my Wednesdays like this
Yeah.
and eating dinner at 10.
What'd you guys have for dinner tonight?
Yeah, I have salmon and potatoes waiting for me.
Waiting for you? Did you cook it?
No, Allie cooked it, but it's in the
You're lucky.
microwave. Yeah.
I started to cook and then Gabby came home with pizza and didn't tell me.
That's
So I had half
hilarious.
dinner ready and I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're doing this.
Communication is a very big part of relationships.
Should have put
Yeah,
dinner
tell her
on
that.
pizza.
All right, let's get into the matchup rewind.
Matchup rewind.
Yeah. Here we go. Matchup rewind. So basically, we're not going to talk about the upcoming matchup because it takes fucking forever. And to save your time and our time, we're just going to talk about what happened last week. And then next week, we'll talk about what happened this week because that's how it's going to work. And yeah, so let's hop into the League of Record, everybody, where sadly, I think we all lost.
Yeah, mine was pretty tough, dude. I mean, it
Oh,
made
you're
me
just gonna
feel
start talking about
good.
yourself. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not want to move the segment along?
I would like to, but I just think it's funny that you just figured it was your turn.
Yeah. Oh, God forbid I'd be smooth about it. It was so smooth until you were like, you're really going to talk about this segment? Yeah. Okay. So it was pretty tough. I missed the Brandon Ayuk out call because I was
Idiot.
at a I'll take that
Oof.
one.
Dumb idiot.
Because
That's rough.
yeah, because I was at a work event and they officially ruled him out, and I had players in my IR, so that's why I hadn't moved him because I was like, oh, maybe somebody will get out and then we'll have to drop somebody. So that was tough. The gratifying thing was though, it wouldn't have mattered. I played the guy who scored the highest in the league and started Raheem Mostert. So really, I mean, it really didn't matter. It ended up being a pretty rough game all around. Even if I had started better options, it still wouldn't have worked out. So that is kind of nice to know that, my fuck up really didn't kill me here. It was just that I was going to lose no matter what. Not really any. I mean, Justin Jefferson, great game, 149 on 7 receptions and 1 touchdown. That's pretty nice.
Typical.
And
Yeah.
classic.
That's
I
a
got
great
Zach
game.
Moss and Jerome Ford and Pacheco on my bench. I'm wicked happy about those guys.
Wide
Feel great
receiver
about
3.
him.
Justin
How is he
Jefferson.
wide receiver 3?
Because he's amazing.
24, 24, 28.
How
and
is
that's
he
only
wide
number
receiver 3?
3.
He
Yeah,
has
you gotta
Allen.
look at
38 targets on the year already.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you got to look at the wide receivers this season. It's going off. I mean,
My
really,
man has
like
450 yards. Like that is
It's
I don't
just-
think
it-
we've ever seen. I mean, right now, Keenan Allen and Tyreek Hill are averaging 30 points a week.
that's
yeah,
dumb.
I just it's come to the point where like, and I think we already knew this going into the year, but like running backs fucking don't matter. I mean, for the most part, unless you hit on like Christian McCaffrey, which I mean shouldn't come as any surprise, the wide receivers are, I mean, just unbelievable. I mean, and then the running backs that are going off are Kyron Williams and Raheem Mostert. So what
Yeah,
the fuck? What
just
do you do?
what is going on?
Like it's crazy. It's actually crazy.
I know this
Yeah.
means nothing, but who would you say for snap percentage? Snap percentage, it's a fairly important stat. It
Yeah,
determines how
it's
often
up
you're on
there.
the field.
Not if you're
Who
Kyle
would you-
Pitts,
who-
but yeah.
Who would you say is
Fucking kidding
top
me.
5 in snap percentage? Who would you say is number 5?
Number 5.
Number 5.
Can you
I
give
don't
us a
know.
position or does we just
Yeah.
have to
Wide
guess it?
receiver. Wide receiver.
Wide receiver. Diggs.
Yeah. No, I mean, nope. Diggs actually is outside the top 5.
Who's number
That's
5?
that's
Number 5.
insane that he's
I'll
outside.
tell you,
the
I'll
top
tell you
5.
this: he's the wide receiver 2 on his team, and that's not going to help you at all.
Oh
Um,
Lord, I don't know.
I'll go.
Addison?
I'll go Calvin Ridley.
Alec Pierce.
What the fuck? Like
Alec Pierce is seeing 96% of snaps.
ridiculous.
He's blocking for Zach Moss down the field.
Yeah,
That's what
he's not
doing.
doing. I mean, he's not like he's. I don't know. He's a sleeper. He got 7 targets last week. He's just. I mean,
Yeah.
Interesting. That's
That
interesting.
hurts my brain.
It's
him
a
and
very
KJ
wide
Osborne.
receiver 2 name as well.
KJ Osborne is on there
KJ
too.
Osborne
Top
is
5.
top 10.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Butterfingers
a weird
Osborne.
list. It's interesting because Michael Pittman's number 1.
Oh, I love that. Love
Yeah,
that.
I mean that was a given.
Huge.
Come on, what the fuck would they take him off the field?
I don't know.
They don't have a running
Did you
back.
see? Did you
so-
guys see that catch? I got to talk about this. It was late in the game. I think another game had ended, so I was just watching the Indy game, and I think it was an overtime. He was running down the field and goes up for a catch. There's 2 defenders next to him, and he gets his helmet blown off of his head, and still comes down with the football.
Wow.
He is a dog.
Yeah.
It was absolutely ridiculous. That's worth looking up if you're listening. Oh my god,
Well,
just ridiculous.
I'll see
anyway,
if I can find the
got
clip.
got my ass kicked by Trevor, but you know, we're on to next week.
We have the same record, Jake. Unfortunately,
Not in
we're
Dynasty,
not-
baby.
we're not. Oh, okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, Tyler, why don't you? What's going on with your matchup?
Yeah. So regrettably lost this week in League of Record. However, it was not by as much as I thought. It was 111 to 126. I was playing Brad. Let me just give you Brad's team real quick. So, oh yeah, here you go, Michael Pittman.
There it is. If
Just
you're watching,
Just ridiculous.
catch of
God,
the year.
man.
Yeah, he's a
Just-
dog. Look at this.
Just
Look at this. Here he goes.
absolutely ridiculous.
Up 2 Ravens. Helmet comes
Whoa.
off. catches it,
He
done.
gets upper deckered and his helmet comes off. He didn't even catch the ball.
Who's
he
playing
held it with
His
quarterback?
his
eyes are
leg.
called
closed,
this week.
bro.
Who was playing quarterback for them this week?
Great question.
Minshew.
Yeah, it was Minshew,
Oh,
and he looked
man.
awesome.
Literally
Love
Gardner
Minshew.
Minshew, man. No wonder.
Yeah, that was
Magic
sick.
Minshew, you know?
Yeah,
Anyway.
but Pittman's the
So-
man. So yeah, here's Brad's team for you. CJ Stroud, 20 points. Okay, that's pretty good. Josh Jacobs, 11. Gibbs, 9. T. Higgins, 4. DJ Moore, 13. And Njoku, 6. Nico Collins, 5. That is a rough week. I had Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown
Oh
absolutely go
my
off.
God.
22 points apiece. I
Oh
picked
my
up Jerick
God.
McKinnon off waivers, who had 2 touchdowns, 18 points. Travis Kelce had a great game. I lost so hard because Brad had the best kicker and best defense, I think, on the season to date.
Abolish kickers.
Buffalo, 33 points.
Abolish
Sam Howell
defense.
threw 4 interceptions. And Matt Gay had historically the best game ever for a kicker in the NFL. He hit 4 plus
No.
from 50,
That can't be true, right?
or 4 from 50 plus. Yeah, he
Is
did.
that he?
No, I'm just,
Not for fantasy.
No,
Not for fantasy, but he's the first guy to ever hit 4 field goals from 50 plus in a game.
that's
Wow.
pretty cool.
That is bananas. So between
Justin
Matt
Tucker.
Gay
I
and
mean,
the
just
Buffalo
look what-
defense,
So just look at what the Colts had to do in the passing game to get them even close to kicking a field goal.
it's just I
That's
had no chance.
insane.
I only lost by 15 points, but goddamn, it was if he had a normal
That's
kicker and
brutal.
defense, I'm
His-
winning
his
by
team
like
is not
30.
good. His team is not good.
That is a brutal loss. I
That
really
is rough.
really thought I had
Higgins,
it.
DJ Moore. Yeah, these wide receivers are.
Dude, is his
dude,
best player behind CJ Stroud, DJ Moore?
I mean, Gibbs and Jacobs, you would have loved to have them week 1. So they
Higgins,
just-
Higgins
I don't
had
know what's
8
going on there.
targets.
I was never in on Gibbs. I don't.
what?
No,
I wasn't either.
When have I
Are
ever
you going to
said
be that
anything
guy?
positive about
Come
Gibbs?
on.
No,
bro.
no. You could run the tape back. I've never been like, yeah, big Gibbs guy. No, Tyler,
I don't
back me
think-
up on this one.
No, I completely agree with you. You've never been a
I've
big Gibbs
never-
guy.
yeah.
I don't think I've been a huge Gibbs guy. I kind of believe just because PPR, right? But I was never like drop everything and go get Jahmyr Gibbs.
No.
I mean, he
I've
only had
never been a-
2 targets this week as well, which is I'm surprised because like after week 1, everybody was like, "Dude, go after Gibbs, buy low. Gibbs is going to be amazing," which I still think that's true, but you haven't really seen it yet, and I don't really know why. I think
Yeah.
KC, Seattle, and Atlanta, not terrible defenses. Like Atlanta will surprise you a little bit.
They have pretty good D lines.
Yeah.
I'll be curious to see how it does against Green Bay this week. That'll be
Yeah.
interesting. So
Carolina would be a good game. Anyway,
yeah. Anyway, no, I got blown out by a kicker and a defense to go to 1-2, which feels terrible.
That
That
can't
is
how
feel
does
good.
it feel
the
for both of you
worst.
having losing records?
Not good, but
Well,
I'm still
as
in it.
as the only back-to-back champion of this league,
Well,
you
so
know what?
long
You're gonna
ago.
have some tough years. You know, it's like the Patriots right now.
Why do you have to? Okay, why do you have to do that?
Brutal.
Anyway, yeah. So my matchup this week did go rather poorly, and I played our buddy Logan, Dr. Logan, and his team went off in multiple areas.
He beat the fuck out of
Um,
you.
I mean, he won by 20 something, like not a
24?
lot.
That's not a
but-
ton.
I mean, if I'm gonna blame, who am I gonna blame? I'm gonna blame Ramondre Stevenson. He's been fucking terrible. He's had to go up against some tough defenses, but it's like, why isn't he getting more garbage time PPR work? You know, like I've seen so many passes from Mac Jones, just not even close. Not even close. It's like he's 2 yards down the field and he throws it over his head. It's like I really could have used that one catch and maybe he gets some blocking and runs 15, 20 yards up the field. That hasn't happened in 3 games. I'm shocked to
Yeah.
not see that. That did happen, however, with Miles Sanders, who has more targets than any running back in the NFL right now.
Gross.
So
How
there's
is
a
that
Stevie stat for
equated
you.
to fantasy points?
He's the RB17, so I mean, not
I
terribly.
mean, Jake,
RB2.
let's be real. I know we were taking the shit on John, but targets for a running back are really good.
Oh yeah,
That's what you
targets for
want.
running
9,
backs.
5,
That's
6,
literally
and
what
they're
you
going
want.
up every week. I mean, that
Yeah.
could. And
They
he-
went up. They went up because Andy Dalton was.
I was
playing
going to
this
say
year,
Andy
where-
No,
Dalton
you're
was
abs-
in check down land this
yeah.
week, but
100%
yeah,
agree
look,
with you.
Tyler and I's analysis was good because look at the first 2 weeks; those are nothing to write home about. A 17-point week is great, but Andy Dalton's in. Like, of course, Andy Dalton is checking down. He's a more veteran quarterback. Our
But he's
analysis
still getting
was-
those. He was still getting like good targets for running back. 6
What
and
does he
5
got?
are not
6
terrible.
and- yeah,
That's
no,
those
those
are
aren't-
both with Bryce Young.
Those aren't bad, but
so-
It's okay.
it didn't equate to a lot of fantasy points because it wasn't a good team being led by Bryce Young. That's where a lot of my opinion about it landed, was because the team wasn't going to be good, and Miles Sanders isn't a team-changing running back. So
no, I got him as a volume player. That's always
Yeah.
been my argument. And I also think he was a pretty good value in the draft. Considering
where'd you
what
get
he
him?
could do. I got him the 311.
yeah, I don't like that.
Almost
I
the
don't
4th
like
round.
that.
But that's
really
right
high.
before the dead zone of running backs. You don't want to draft a running back after that. You have
I don't
to
want
take
to
him
draft
there.
that running back.
I would have drafted James Conner, which I did.
John, I
definitely
don't
went
mean to
before
toot
that.
my own horn, but in most leagues, I'm very deep at running back and have a bunch of them. And I mean, I drafted a bunch of them late.
I'm willing to
You
admit
see.
that I do not like my running backs. in
John,
this
I
league,
got
and I'm very
James.
wide
I got
receiver heavy.
James Cook, who's an RB1 this season in the 6th.
I got James Conner in the 5th. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Yeah,
Is that 3rd round for Miles Sanders very high. That is okay
Well,
though. He's
Maybe I
on your
bought
team
into the
though.
hype a little bit. I mean, he's still 17 points is pretty good. Ramondre is really the one that's been disappointing so far. The RB,
Yeah,
That's rough.
Well,
you had a
actually,
good week
slightly
too.
better than
Yeah, you kept him
Sanders,
too.
but-
I don't know what that, but I think
I
your
kept him
team-
before Zeke showed up because I was
Yeah,
like,
that
we gotta
is
get new
brutal.
keepers. We gotta do keepers.
That is
everybody."
brutal. I think that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I kept him like a week before Zeke, and they have almost had the exact split down the middle, like 16 attempts, 17 attempts.
you knew when he
Ramondre.
came in that they were doing that with him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm happy with Cooper. I think he's looked really good. CeeDee Lamb had a down week against fucking Arizona. What the fuck?
I think
is-
Dak Prescott had a down week against Arizona is what that was. But
yeah.
Yeah. The worst thing is the -4 from Jacksonville. Like, what the fuck?
they got blown out by Houston.
Yeah, that Jacksonville or Houston has Jacksonville's number. They always struggle against Houston. It's crazy.
They got a good defense, man. Houston's looking pretty fresh.
But yeah, so lost to Logan, tough loss because I did have some pretty good performances from some players. I'm happy with Kirk off the waivers. He's the quarterback 1.
Damn. Doesn't take much, apparently.
That is pretty great.
0-3.
I do hate that. I do wish I held on to him. Honestly, I mean, I'm not upset with my roster because I did let go of him because I was like, I got Joey B, but
I'm like, give me a rushing quarterback or give me Kirk Cousins. That's been me every year for like
Or
4
Justin
years.
Herbert.
I'll tell you
honestly.
what a year it's been for late round quarterback. I after this year, I'm sticking to my guns because this year I was like, yeah, quarterback falls to me. I'll take him early, whatever. Like it helped out last year. Fuck that.
Dude.
Next year, late round quarterbacks only. Around 10 and back, I'm taking a quarterback. I don't give a shit.
I have to say, I am above the moon happy that every mock draft, I was taking Justin Fields late 3rd. Every mock draft. Like,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
want Justin
no.
Fields. I want him. He's gonna run. He's DJ Moore's
Everything
gonna
about
be
Third
him.
round,
good. I was taking him like 311 every mock.
Oh,
Thank
oh,
fucking
no.
God. So
I wouldn't have even blamed you. I would have been like, all right.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
it would have been like
great. It's
okay.
like budget Justin or Jalen Hurts. That's my mindset.
It's budget
Like,
Lamar Jackson, but okay.
Jalen Hurts went in the third round for God's sake.
Jalen
Did
Hurts
the-
went. He was going end of the second in
End of the
in this
second,
year's draft,
maybe.
yeah, but
Yeah. Ugh.
brutal.
All right. What
But
about
yeah,
Dynasty?
so that's what's going on there. Oh yeah, Dynasty League. That's right.
Tell me about your Dynasty team, John.
Oh, we're gonna let John talk. That's crazy.
Quit being an asshole about it. Just let me smoothly do it.
Oh my God.
Fair enough. I played our buddy Austin this week. Still haven't met Austin in person. Damn, that is so upsetting. I love that
You
can
two
see
are
our
gonna
chat
punch
just
each other
like-
in the face. I swear to God. The
See
minute
our
you
chat.
two get in a room together,
Yeah, it's
there's
not
gonna
gonna be good.
like those two energies are not gonna. They're not gonna. They're gonna clash.
Yeah,
You
not
know what I mean?
everybody's gonna mesh, and that's okay. But I went up against Austin. I beat him 141-91. He's like, are we calling him a tanking team? Yes.
He's
No.
No,
rebuilding.
dude, he's not rebuilt. He really thought he had a run this year. I do feel a little bad. This might be the episode he listens to for the first in the season too, because he was like, I'm a little behind. You guys talked about the contract league yet? And I was like, no,
Oh,
I'm sorry, buddy.
not everything
sorry,
can make
pal.
air, guys. There's too many
But
freaking league. We've already cut out 2 leagues.
yeah, we did.
it's true.
I mean, look, if you look at his team preseason, you would have been like, okay, I'm pretty
I
excited
like the
about this
Brees
team.
Hall, Javonte Williams since
I
last year.
know.
It
You
has
guys
been
got-
like either of those guys are going to hit. They probably
Justin
both hit.
Fields. I mean,
T.
I was
Higgins.
huge on Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not even starting Justin Fields.
Drake
Yeah,
London
for
was
good
looking
reason.
great. Like
He has Gibson. Remember,
Jamison Williams in the offseason, you would have been like, oh, this is his year. He's going to hit hot.
yeah.
Kadarius Toney's been bad.
God, Rondell Moore was like his top scorer, and he was
David
on his bench.
Njoku. I mean, David Njoku, Cole Komet. Like,
Alec
I was trying to
Pierce, hey,
pick up
highest snap
David
percentage.
Njoku too.
Alec
Yeah.
Pierce, highest snap
seriously,
percentage.
I mean,
There he is.
but I mean, for him, it's lucky. I really think if I'm him, like, you got to figure out a way to get some picks for next season. That's the lead, or that's the way I'm going, because like
Yeah.
JSN has a really slow start as well. Like I really
He has
thought.
not looked good.
I mean, I haven't seen him play. I don't know. Like he's a wide receiver 86. Tank Dell is a really good bright spot on
I
his
mean,
team.
he could afford to go hard for the 2025 draft. That's
Is Austin
where
the
that's
type
where
of
I
guy that's gonna like give up because
I don't know. I don't think so. But I mean, like a lot of his pieces, like I mean, he could move. If you want to get off Brees Hall or Javonte, even those guys, I think you could hang around for a year on. Like, what's his investment in Javonte? Really, nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he got him
Yeah.
in the initial draft. I think
You got him in the initial draft in the 4th, so hold him.
Yeah.
Brees Hall, another guy, like he's 22. Hold him. And sell off sell off Deshaun Watson. See how Justin Fields does. Ryan Tannehill, you can't get anything for. Get rid of Cortland Sutton, and maybe try to parlay this 2024 first and third that he's got into a 2025 first and second.
I
and
offered
then,
him. I offered him the 101 for Brees Hall and JSN.
Terrible trade.
This was before the draft.
Yeah, no. I would rather have Brees Hall and JSN. 100%.
I think I would too.
100%. JSN. I mean, JSN, look, just because he's kind of struggling right now, he's also got Geno Smith passing him the ball, and he's fighting with Tyler Lockett, a very entrenched veteran wide receiver who's good.
Yeah,
And I mean, a physical freak. And that's
Yeah.
not going to be his situation forever, like it's going to get better.
I mean,
And
I
he's a
offered him
good
knowing
wide
that
receiver.
that was the better side.
Yeah. Oh,
So, I
for
mean,
sure. I
obviously,
get
but-
it. That's a good offer. It's
Um,
not a bad offer. I just would rather have Austin's side.
Right.
I agree.
My team did pretty good. I didn't really I was worried, not worried that I was going to lose, but that just looking at how many points some other people were putting up this week, I was like, I'm worried for the rest of the season if I can't at least hit 135, 140 something.
Yeah.
But Jalen Hurts
Tell me about it.
and AJ Brown, yeah, Tyler knows very well, did show up this week. I would say that Jalen Hurts, I mean, he got 2 touchdowns. He's only thrown 3 touchdowns this year, but I think he has 4 or 5 from the one. It's almost a guarantee.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he is
He has 3.
now tied or is leading the NFL record in the first 2 years.
Yeah, I think he has
first X amount of games for
20s?
rushing touchdowns. He passed
20-something,
Cam
30
Newton.
something?
So
Oh,
I think
really?
he holds the NFL record now. Yeah, it was a lot.
Can I look by year? Yeah. He has 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 rushing touchdowns in
Yeah,
3 1/4 seasons. Not even.
that's ridiculous. So
Yeah.
I love the old DeAndre Swift to run up to the 1 yard line and be like, oh, and fall over. And I'm like, Jalen Hurts touchdown
Yeah,
incoming.
it's a guarantee.
It's so good.
guarantee. It's like I don't even have to watch the game. I look at my phone. Oh, got it in. I'm like in the bathroom taking a shit. I'm like, oh, there we go.
Cool.
But it's but yeah, I was happy. Deebo Samuel made the best of Ayuk not being there. I think that made a difference. And Matt Prater, man, I pray to you. That's all I can say.
He had a good week.
So yeah, what about you, Jake? You know, you were so kind passing it off to me. Why don't you,
thanks. Well, it's an odd week when you put up 192 points,
that's the wrong
which
matchup.
is the second most ever scored in our league up until this week.
It would have been the most, I think.
And you score the second most in the league. That was bonkers to me.
I hate
our,
this
our,
league.
our league
I
mate
hate
Ben.
it.
Our league mate
It's
Ben scored
terrifying. I fucking hate it, too.
201.86 points.
Let's show that
which
matchup
is-
real quick before we. And he
I
also
mean-
beat the worst team in our league.
Yeah,
Arguably.
he really was just kind of
This lineup is ridiculous. Jordan
you've ever
Love,
seen the
Raheem
GIF,
Mostert.
There's a GIF from The Simpsons where Homer is beating up a clown.
He's already
that,
dead.
Yeah,
He's
that is
already dead.
parachuted into this restaurant
Yes.
opening, and all the kids are crying around him and going, "He's already
Yep.
dead." That was the matchup with Frank because
Stop.
Frank scored the worst on the week and Ben scored the best. Yeah, there we go. Right there.
Why is who was that guy? Is it like M. Night
Who's that?
Shyamalan?
M.
It's
Night
like
Hold on, what the
Shyamalan,
a
fuck?
yeah.
writer and like a kid from Avatar. I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
They've
it's
done a lot
Avatar.
with this meme.
M. Night Shyamalan killed Avatar. Yeah, but
Anyway.
yeah, Ben beat the hell out of him. So that was crazy to score 192 points and be the second best team in the league this week. But I mean, I feel amazing about my league. I started Keenan Allen and Devontae Adams. That's awesome. They combined
Your
for
wide
for
receivers.
So gross.
87 points, which is just bonkers. And you know what's nuts? What does make me feel nice is I had the highest possible projected this week, because if I'd started Adam Thielen over Calvin Ridley, I could have put up over 200 points. By a pretty
And I
wide
don't think
margin.
you ever do.
I
love how
never
Adam
would've.
Thielen's name is.
No, that's
Fuck
not
John
something you
Murray.
Never would have. Not even a question in my mind. But 240 possible points is absolutely bonkers. Love my tight ends too. Feeling really good about those guys. I mean, Darren Waller, I started the wrong one this week for sure.
Yeah, I
Um,
think Darren Waller's always going to be the bad start, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still he's had okay weeks so far. He's the tight
He's
end.
looks
a-
like-
he's
That looks
alright.
like Josh Dobbs
a little
a
bit.
little bit. Like they
Little
got
bit.
the same kind of like squinty looking guy.
Yeah, okay. Well, you don't need to make fun of the guy with alopecia.
I'm not. I
So-
wasn't making. I'm just saying they look similar. Jeez, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I mean, I feel great about this one. Unfortunately, it came against a team that scored 96 points, kind of like Ben's matchup. But
Yeah. Rebuilding team. That's when you want to drop 192 week 3 when it matters. It's really important.
yeah, not great. But next week I play Austin, who I also don't need to score a ton of points against. And then the week
I feel
after
like
I play
That's
Connor.
going to be the trend this
Connor
week. or this
Connor
year.
is a team I do need to worry about because he's had some
He
hot.
beat me,
weeks.
and I don't know if that's saying much to you, but he
He's
did
had some
beat
hot
me.
weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
166 against me last week.
really the week that matters the most to me is week 7. That's the week that is coming around, and I play John.
God, here we go. And I have like everyone. I have no Joe Mixon, which doesn't really
You have
mean a
no
lot
Joe
at this point.
Mixon. You got you don't have the wide receiver 2 on the Cowboys.
Brandon
Damn it!
Cooks.
I have no Miles Sanders. I have no James Robinson because he's not.
I think Miles Sanders is doing you a favor.
Yeah.
And Brandon Cooks.
Who are you gonna start at running back that
I'm
week?
gonna
Jalen
pray that
Warren.
Rashad White is out for the season and I can throw Sean Tucker.
You're gonna have to start Najee Harris and Bijan Robinson.
Yikes.
You have to start them.
Last year that would have been like, yeah, let's go. No, she's not looking good this year. That's
No.
really sad.
Dude,
Look at-
oh my god, look at week 7. Week 7, Logan versus Troy.
Troy, yeah, this is
Because
brutal.
Troy's whole team is
Logan
on
can't
bye,
start, yeah,
probably.
Troy can't start Houston. And that's literally his whole team is like Damian Pierce,
Pierce,
CJ
Collins,
Stroud, Nico
Woods.
His
Collins,
entire
Robert Woods.
roster, dude.
Yeah,
That's a
is-
team I'd
Also
hang
has
my hat
Devin
on.
Singletary, that's
And
crazy.
Xavier
can't start
Hutchinson.
he can't start Schultz or Brevin Jordan. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
That's
Okay.
hilarious.
Yeah. Well, kind
Well,
of once
what
I hit
about-
week 7, I go John, Logan, Ben. Then I get to play Frank, which is nice, and then I play the champ Sterling.
Is this
And then
matchup
Tyler,
Doesn't feel like
for
a
the
champ
entire
right now.
season?
No, I'm just
segment? Is
saying,
that
like
what it-
right now I am in my easy. I'm coasting. So next the Dynasty League isn't going to be very exciting for me for the next week or two.
We'll
Oh,
see
dude, you
because
better knock on
watch you
some
just
wood.
fucking lose. Yeah, seriously. Look,
Oh
what you're
my
saying right now
God.
is not gonna
I
work out
love
well.
it. Keep it up, Jake. Because
That's why I'm predicted
when you're
148
3 and
points.
7, it's gonna be
I'm not going to be 3 and 7.
Projections don't mean shit, Jake. Honestly, the Arizona Cardinals beat the Cowboys this week.
Neither
so
does hubris because it's not going to make any notable change.
I think it will.
I think it will
I don't
too.
believe you. I
I
talk
hope
so
it does.
much. I talk so much shit and then won with Braxton Berrios.
I fucking hate Jake. I hate Jake. Can
Doesn't
we mute
matter,
him?
dude.
Let's mute
I
him.
talk
He's muted.
Yeah, let's
Muted
mute
him.
him.
I just muted him. He's muted. I talk about Braxton Berrios. I talk about Braxton Berrios.
You can't fucking mute
Fuck
this.
you.
You can't mute my middle fingers.
I
Oh
could.
my
I could just.
God.
I could just.
Oh, there he is. There he goes.
I have too much
Bye-bye.
power, Jake. You don't realize.
That is too much
Oh,
power.
yeah,
I
there
hate
he goes
it.
again.
We shouldn't have given this to
I'm
John
gonna beat
either.
up this little kid behind
It's
me.
bet
I'm
on
gonna
both
go
of you.
back in
Hey,
time
don't
and
beat
kick
up
that little
past
kid's
John.
ass.
That's not cool. He was very sick that night, and he puked a lot. And then he watched like Indiana Jones on a flip
Were they
open
letting you
DVD
drink
player.
liquor?
No, I was just
Yeah.
very sick with what my mother was gonna do and marry that man.
What?
Okay.
Did you kill him?
It's a lot to unpack there.
No, Jake. Jesus. No, he had diabetes. But yeah, so let's.
So Rolos killed him then.
That didn't help, but he needed to get his blood sugar up.
Yeah.
That's how that works. If anybody knows how diabetes works, let us know.
Dr. Logan.
Yeah. I don't.
Dr.
think we
Logan,
do.
how does diabetes work, and how do you die from it?
For the last time I do physical therapy.
Become a fucking doctor then.
And there's no more matchups to talk about. Not even one.
Oh yeah, Tyler. So how did you do
this
this
is a
week?
rough week for you.
You, Tyler. I really thought you were gonna lose this game.
Yeah,
I thought I was
thought for
too.
sure, man.
I'm playing
that's
Mac,
crazy.
rebuilding team, who
Like a
go
hard
figure Nick
rebuilding
Chubb
team.
goes out and he has Jerome Ford, who's been starting every week as a meme because he's rebuilding. Jerome Ford got 19 points. Josh Allen got 21 points. He had another really big performance on his team. If you scroll down a bit, didn't he?
Calvin Austin.
Calvin Austin, who I watched get like a walk-off touchdown. I was like,
He had like a
he had-
75
he had 2
yard.
catches and one of them was like a 70-yard touchdown. I'm like, what the? And he had Justin Myers.
Jason Myers got
Jason
18
Myers,
points as
18
kicker.
points. So it wasn't like the most ridiculous performance ever, but I had the most underwhelming week from some of my guys. Like CeeDee Lamb didn't show up. Mark Andrews didn't really show up. And I went into Monday Night Football like 5 points behind Mac, losing to Mac. I started AJ Dillon also because Aaron Jones was out. Not doing that again.
You would
I'll tell you
think
that
that
much.
would be great.
Oh my
That's
God,
what
that'd be
we've
a
always
smash
said.
play. I'm like,
If
oh.
only Aaron Jones goes down.
yeah, I'm like, oh, I have AJ Dillon. This is perfect. Like, this is everything I planned for. He's going to be super safe. He'll probably get like 10 or 12 points. I just want low risk. I didn't start DK Metcalf because he had a rib thing going on. He fucking blew up for like 20 points. So I was like, all right, great. Just shoot me in the head. But yeah, Monday night, I was
Shoot you in the
behind. I was behind Mac by 5 points. I was losing. I had Mike Evans left to play. And that was the most stressful, like 2 quarters of football I have ever watched.
Yeah.
Mike Evans was nowhere. He had 1 catch for like 4 yards
Oh,
and like 7 targets, and he dropped all of them because Baker Mayfield was zipping him over his head. He get like a finger
Trying.
on it.
Baker Mayfield was trying.
Oh my God. And then he finally had a catch. And I was like, okay, I can breathe. But it was not good for you, boy.
that's
Was not
good for the
confident.
heart. That's not good for the heart.
It's not.
Matchup like
And
that, not good.
it's not good for me moving forward
Sure.
for the rest of this league too. Yeah, my new
That's-
team name's Under New Management. I have a bag head for my picture
You're a
because that's how I
classic
felt
Jets
this
fan.
week. I was like, my God, yeah, I'll just name
Yeah.
it Jets Mania or something.
At least
But-
if Lamar Jackson had like a normal Lamar Jackson week, which the new norm is like 6 points,
Yeah,
you would have lost by a lot.
yeah. Thank God he had 100 rushing yards this week, which that's what I need out of a Lamar
2
Jackson
rushing
start.
touchdowns.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I need. That's why I have him on my team.
He's
So,
thrown less touchdowns than Jalen Hurts this year. That's crazy.
just not looking good for you, boy, though. That was really stressful. I think moving forward will be good, but no, when you see everybody in the league putting up fucking 200 points, I'm like,
Yeah, and
I don't know how we're
gonna
gonna get through this.
Puke a lot. Like
It's a fluke. It's one of those weeks. It's a fluke. You know, a lot of weird games happened. I think I'm okay with it.
Logan 163. I mean, he had Tyreek Hill. And...
Oh, by the way, because Jake loves to talk shit about points against all the time. Let's look at Jake's points against.
Yeah, it's
against the rest of the league.
Lowest. Yeah, it's the lowest.
Yeah, I told you.
It's second lowest.
Okay. All right. Why don't we look at points for as well?
Well, that's
check
not
out
important.
points for, motherfucker.
Yeah, because you had a 200. Because you had. Oh my god.
Because
that's
Keenan
Allen, Devontae
trying
Adams.
to make.
Yeah. Oh, you
That's not
got
the point
you
I'm
got
talking
so
about.
many points
It's points
because your
against.
team's good. Yeah, I have the most points. If I had the most points against and the most points for, sure. But I have the most points against, and I'm fine. My team would be anybody. So
I can't wait. I can't wait for Jake to get murdered by somebody who is starting no one, because that's how it works. That's how it's going to happen. Is you're going to get blown the fuck up by somebody in a couple weeks out of nowhere, like by Austin or somebody. John's going to beat your ass.
I'll take
Keenan
my
Allen's going to be made of dust. Jimmy G is going to be concussed and not playing. Aiden O'Connell's going to be thrown.
Jimmy G.
You're not. You have Devontae Adams. You need Jimmy G.
Oh, okay.
Whether you like it or not.
All right, fair
okay.
enough. Okay,
I'm telling you right now, Jake.
I do have Jimmy G.
It is professional football. You cannot ride this high forever. The fact that this happened in week 3 is bad for you, because you're gonna not, dude. It's all downhill from here. I promise.
Not true.
If Jake was like 3-7 right now, he'd be like, "My team's so good. Look, I'm still gonna win. It's fine. I'm gonna be okay. Don't worry about me.
I'm sorry. Am I supposed to not believe in my team? Am I supposed to be like,
you're supposed to be realistic?
You guys are right. My team kind of sucks. What the fuck am I supposed to say? What do you want me to not believe in myself?
Yeah, if you could actually do that, that would be great.
In an alternate universe,
content does it make if I'm like, yeah, my team is not so good. You guys are right. I should be more humble about this game we play for $50. Like, what the fuck do you?
Well, I'm playing for $50 because I'm playing for third place. So
John,
half 3/4 of our league is not playing for $50. They're like, I'll get $50 in like 2 years,
3 years. I'll play for 2027.
That is beyond me, dude. I don't have that patience. I'm sorry.
I do. It does feel nice being in the green. I feel much better about talking shit because like I haven't lost money on this.
Yeah, same. Can't say that for John.
Yeah, John, how's that feel, moron?
Oh, you're talking about I thought you meant like green, like you're gonna win a matchup because like it's green. You're talking about the money.
I'm talking about the money I've made on fantasy.
That's what it's
football
always
so
been
far.
about, bro. I'm a big
never-
gambler.
at
That's
this
why I
point,
get
shit about you guys.
At this point, I would just pay $1,000 right now if it meant, hey, you're gonna win the Dynasty League. I'd be like, okay, great.
That is the
awesome.
saddest shit.
Oh
don't
my
ever
God.
say that again.
John, don't voice that
Don't
to
say
anyone. You
that.
should cut this from the pod when we're done.
Yeah, that's not
That's
good.
so sad. You can't let people know that.
Well, I can't do that to win.
John,
unless,
I'll let
like,
you
I
give
was buying players.
you can give me and Tyler each $500 and we'll pretend you won a championship.
Dude, that's the same energy as like getting a hooker and like having a deep conversation with her
This might be worse.
and being like, "Can you sit down and just like talk to me for
At
an
least
hour?"
that's a
No,
real.
I would know.
At least
And
that's
what
a
I would
real
want to talk
interaction
about
with a
is
human
look at my
being.
team and be like, Najee Harris, man, he might get 5 yards per carry this week. I'd be like, you really
That's
think
the
so?
biggest you can
really
dream.
think he
That's
would?
That's the mountaintop for John. Is dude, Najee Harris got 5 yards to carry this week. That was
Kyle
unbelievable.
Pitts, he might get in the
Najee
end
Harris
zone.
on his 10 carries got 5 yards to carry for 5 points.
Incredible, best showing of the season.
They only let him run it between the 20s, but it's fine.
He put on 20 pounds. That's gonna make him faster.
It was all in his feet.
He's so
Man.
slow. He runs like he has cement on his shoes. It's fucking insane.
This is really sad conversation, John.
Everything about my team is sad. But why don't we move on to the dudes and duds? Speaking of sadness, of the week.
Dudes and duds of the week.
I'm getting better with the banners. I'm doing it right on cue.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. That's awesome.
Jacklers, you had a pretty good week.
Oh, easy one. Easy slam dunk. Come on. Second time in a row.
Wow.
We're giving it to Keenan Allen, baby. Come on. You gotta when your guys show up for you, you gotta give them recognition. So it's Keenan Allen.
I just want you to know, like, you might have him in your league, but he's not yours. Like he's still his own human being.
No,
and he's
we
not
own
doing
these
it.
guys.
No, he's my
for
guy. I didn't say I
you.
own him. He's what
Yeah,
coaches
it's like
can't
that's
Said
why
call
when
we
your
pay
your
guys?
guys
$50.
show up for you.
Coaches
You're saying
can't call their guys their guys.
you're
Come
not
on.
the coach. You're a fantasy
I'm a
football
coach.
owner.
No, I'm the coach.
Oh, right. This is real.
It's like, when
Yeah,
you
it's real
buy a
for
little
me.
piece of paper, like a certificate for somebody as a birthday present.
Is
It's
that
John,
like buying? Is
no,
that like
you're a
buying
part
star in
owner
the
of this
sky?
this
Hold on.
yard.
I want to just give me 1 second.
You own land in Scotland. You're a
giving
lord.
me
Yeah,
shit
exactly.
for talking about being excited about my guy when you just said you would pay $1,000 to win this league, and you're telling me it's not real.
He's
You're telling me
speechless.
I'm
He's
doing too
stunned.
much.
He's stunned.
I don't know what you're trying to accomplish with that statement. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
okay.
I
All
don't
right,
see what you're getting
I'll
at.
let you
It
move
doesn't
on
make
because I don't
sense
want to
to
harp
me.
on that and make it sadder. So yeah, it's Keenan Allen.
My God.
Go ahead and tell me
Yeah.
who your piece of shit dude of the week is.
Oh, mine is a man that I respect so much, and I will defend until the day I die.
I'm your dude of the week.
I'm removing him.
Lame.
Um,
Removed.
it's too much power. Too much power. It's crazy. It's Deebo Samuel, man. Look at him making the best of the opportunity. He's number 8 wide receiver.
Hauling
on the
in
league.
all half
Look,
of
okay,
his
hold on.
targets.
I don't mean to stretch this podcast out any longer, but I would just like to say,
Really good at this. I'm gonna blame Jake for every time
Yeah,
this goes over
Jake
2
is
hours.
really
years
good at
ago.
doing this.
2 years ago, John argued vehemently that Travis Kelce had no drip and that Deebo Samuels had drip. Now, here
Hey,
we
that's
are.
not fair.
Here
That's
we are.
not fair.
Here we are.
You can't do this
Where
right
Travis
now.
Kelce is dating the girl of John's dreams.
That's not true.
Well, he's not dating. He's
First
not
of all.
dating Jenna Ortega.
You would cut off your left fucking arm to sit in the same room as Taylor Swift while she sat on her phone.
Well, I already paid $450 to go see her in concert in 2024. I'm already paid out to see her over a year from now.
I stand by what I say. So you're saying
This concert's in
that
October
this girl that you
2024.
like that much
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
is dating a man with absolutely zero drip. Those are the kind of claims you made about Travis Kelce. No drip. You said no drip at all.
First of all, this was a fantasy fight, and I had to fight for somebody not knowing who you were going
This
to
is
pick.
bullshit. You fought after the fantasy fight. You stood by your opinion that Deebo Samuel
You
had
have
way
to.
more drip.
I don't see Travis
back
Kelce
down.
walking out of a locker room with a boombox with,
Because he's walking out of the locker room with Taylor Swift.
no, she's up in the box with Mama
Dude,
Kelce. She's
Debo's
not-
stripped out with the chains too, bro.
Yeah,
Travis
and
Kelce.
you were arguing adamantly about the definition of drip. I was saying that
And he
Deebo
has
Samuel.
drip.
Okay, his drip isn't a woman. Why are you classifying her as an item? She's a human being.
I'm not classifying her as an item at all. I'm saying
Yeah,
that,
you are. You're
look,
saying she's
You're
dripped.
literally saying she's the reason
I'm
he
not
has
saying
drip
she's
because
drip.
Taylor
I'm
Swift.
saying that she wouldn't date somebody who was dripless.
Dude, Taylor
She
Swift
dated John Mayer.
has dated
Mayer-
the least
John
drippy
Mayer-
dudes
John Mayer-
maybe ever.
Jeez, dude.
Are you saying John
Okay,
Mayer doesn't have
okay.
drip?
John Mayer's
Let's-
cool as fuck.
Okay, hold on. John Mayer is
Your
the
body's a
only cool
wonderland.
guy that Taylor Swift has dated. John Mayer's
It's a
watch
terrible
collection
example.
goes crazy.
John
by the
Mayer's
way.
a good
cool
watch
as
collection?
shit.
I didn't know that.
Dude, he has maybe the best that I've seen.
What's your favorite John Mayer song?
Body's one of them.
The Wild Blue. Is that John Mayer? That's a good
No,
one.
that's like Keith Urban. I have
No,
no idea.
Wild Blue, I think, is a John Mayer song.
My favorite John Mayer song. I'm trying to, it's been a while since I've been in the John Mayer verse.
Good job
Gravity.
derailing us, Jake. That was a good one.
Yeah. Anyway, your opinions are shit.
You know
so
a good
go
one?
on. Go
Waiting
ahead.
for the world to change. Waiting. For
Okay, come on.
that
At
one.
least mine was topical. Stop talking about John Mayer.
Who says
the
you
best
can't
songs
be
Your Body's
free
a
from
Wonderland?
all
Let's
of the
move
things
on.
that you used to be. Rewrite my history. You know that one? Who says you
You're
can't
just
be?
reading the lyrics off of Google.
No, I know that. I'm fucking love
think-
John Mayer.
That's
I think-
bullshit. You
They got the
watched you
same
Google
name.
that.
They got the same name.
I
Jake.
didn't Google the lyrics of that song.
Bullshit. They come up when you Google the title of the song. I know. I see through you. Move on.
You don't know anything. You don't know anything. Yeah, so I went with Deebo Samuel.
Ooh.
What about you, T-Dog?
My dude of the week, perennial dude, usually. Finally had a good game this season. Your boy Lamar Jackson
Yay, it'll be his only
for
good
200,
game.
rushed for 100. Sorry, say that again.
I said it'll probably be his only good game. I had him all last year and he lost me a championship. So yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Have fun not getting in the championship with Jalen Hurts because
Oh,
the only
shit.
reason he's relevant is because of his O-line. So as soon as
At
that
least he
falls
has it.
apart, which it will, get
Okay.
ready for pain forever. My boy lost a fumble. I think he still finished with 28 points. So it wouldn't be a Lamar game if he didn't fumble. Also,
Gosh darn right. Jake, who's your dud of the week?
Dud of the week. Who really killed me? Look, I'm gonna nominate myself for not starting a proper lineup in
Okay.
in the league record. So
yeah,
You and
Go
your
ahead.
business function
keeping
after work.
Brandon Ayuk
go ahead
in
and
there.
fire a couple stats on a picture of me for Dud of the week.
I gave you Hunter Henry in the league of record.
Hunter Henry is a bummer, but look, I got him off the. It's hard to pick him too. Sometimes it's hard to pick a guy who has shown up for you in the last couple weeks and been really good, and then it's like because it's like especially for a tight end, it's like not every game is going to be.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
still, I mean, it's the segment is called
tough.
Dudes and
I don't
Duds.
know.
You got to pick somebody.
You're right. I mean, I guess if I had to pick one, I guess Hunter Henry would be my dud of the week. I had a pretty good week. I really only lost the one where I fucked up. That's why I picked myself. So my dud of the week
Fair
is
enough.
Jake.
That's
Fair
humble of
enough.
you, Jake. I like to see when you actually, take some fucking responsibility. So
I feel like I take a lot of responsibility because I say that I picked the best team possible. All my guys are good, and they're going to beat the piss and shit out of your guys.
okay, I'm removing Jake again, and I'm going to tell you
God
my
forbid
dud of
this
the
time.
week. Jake, this is when you could go take like a water break.
I do actually have to pee really bad.
No, that's not what I meant. I want you to drink more water.
Ah, fuck.
Let's
Please
get
don't.
through this.
Waterfalls.
My dud of the week, Ramondre Stevenson. We already talked about it. He's been awfully disappointing. 19 carries, 59 yards, and only one reception for 3 yards. It's like, what the fuck? Not only are you not helping the Patriots win, but you're not helping me win. So don't appreciate that.
Cold.
Yeah, it sucks. And I bought your jersey at the fucking game. What
I
the
think that was a
fuck?
very Grim Reaper move of you to do, John.
That was, that's on you. You should have
Mm.
known that.
Yeah.
Shit, that legitimately scared me. Oh my god. That snuck up on me. I wasn't ready. I was like, is my house falling down?
Am I okay?
Am I good?
Yeah, he was bad. What about you, Tyler?
This is a tough one for me, man. You know, I think I have two, just because I lost one matchup because of Drake London. Genuinely. If he did anything normal outside of 2 catches for 31 yards, that would have been a much, much closer game. I think I would have won. So that stings, especially coming off of a good week in week 2. I think my true dud, though, and there's no excuse for this, is AJ Dillon.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
I
good
can
one.
see
11
starting him,
carries
though.
for 33 yards. You have no Aaron Jones. You have, I think, in a top 3 offensive line in the NFL. What are you doing? There's not much redeemable about that. There really isn't. So
Yeah, he's been I don't know. Every year he's like almost like Alexander Madison. Oop, didn't mean to share that right away. Where you when given the opportunity, it's like you're gonna be good. And then they put up like 4 points. It's like
it's
that's
just
why you're a
heartbreaking.
backup. That's why you're
And now every
backup.
week that if Aaron Jones misses more time, every week I'm gonna be like, remember when AJ Dillon got 3 points? And then he's gonna blow up on my bench. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, almost.
I hope it
almost
happens
definitely, yeah.
because I want him to be good, but also it's so disappointing to live like that. I can't do it.
Well, yeah, that's our dudes and duds of the week. Keenan Allen, Deebo Samuel, Lamar Jackson. Yeah, so let us know your dudes and duds of the week on Instagram when we do our little post in a few days. So, anyways, let us get into some. Oh, by the way, it is the Survivor 45 season premiere tonight that we are
Oh
recording
my god.
instead of watching. So in that case, let's do survival football.
Survival football.
Wow. Survival football. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So this week, week 4, so far, Jake is currently 3-0. What a surprise.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
I don't feel bad about it because I did pick the Giants. That makes me feel really good. Like I did pick, Eagles Chiefs usually is a really solid matchup, but I picked the Giants, so I don't feel like I've been all chalk picks.
And they almost lost. They
Yeah.
should have lost.
Really
What the
good
hell?
matchup. Really good matchup on my part. Let me lock in mine right here. I'm going Dolphins. Dolphins
Jason's
Bills.
going-
Whoa.
Wow.
Damn. In Buffalo.
Yeah. in Buffalo. They're coming off a fucking hot game. They're the talk of the town. I believe in the Dolphins.
Oh, that's usually when you get the shit kicked out of you.
I
is
hope
the
they
week
fucking lose.
after
They
blowing
need to
up.
lose. The whole reason why I picked the Bills in week 2 was I was hoping they would lose, and then they won. So I don't know what kind of reverse psychology we're doing here, but yeah.
Okay, I could have picked it. I could have picked another chalk matchup, but come on, is that what you guys want to see? You guys want
You
to
know,
see me
there's-
pick
what I
the
come to
49ers?
It's not really any chalk matchups.
Yes,
this
there
week,
is. There's
honestly.
49ers versus the friggin' versus the friggin'
Cardinals?
Cardinals. Yeah.
I don't know. They beat the Dallas Cowboys.
Also,
which was
Chiefs
arguably the
versus-
best team in the NFC
Flashback
at
to
the
All
time.
right,
my
fine.
pick from
Yeah.
last week.
I can't
I
pick it.
picked
I
the
can't pick
friggin' Cowboys last week, which I think I even said on the podcast could end up being the
Yeah,
Grim Reaper pick,
that
and
was
it
crazy. That
was. That
was
was
pretty crazy.
outrageous.
I like Chargers
blame
versus
Las
Raiders
Vegas.
a lot too. I'd take Chargers over Raiders in a heartbeat. Eagles over Commanders.
All right,
huge
all
on that
right,
one.
all right. You made your pick.
Yeah, you can't just pick every game.
I'm
That's
just
just survival
I'm just
football.
chatting.
We're not
Flap-
playing
just
pick 'em.
flapping
We're
my
not here to
gums.
chit chat. We're here
Just
to
flapping-
pick
just flapping my
games.
gums, baby.
Damn it!
Jesus, he's just the worst. Oh, hey Jake, he's back. Fuck.
Fuck off. Stop doing that. I don't like that.
Okay.
It's like when you take players off of people's teams. Just
No,
as a
it's
joke.
not that
Whoa,
bad.
I
I
got
did
your
that one
player.
time as a joke, and you guys got mad at me eventually because I waited
Yeah.
too long to bring him back. It was
It's
Javonte
so
Williams.
annoying. Hated that.
It's because it was your friend Austin. Okay. Tyler, who are you going with?
Well, it's not fun anymore because Jake said it, but I'm getting revenge against the Arizona Cardinals for last week and picking the 49ers because I think the 49ers will win the Super Bowl this year.
And they should have won last year. Yeah. They should have gone if Brock Purdy didn't break his arm.
Yeah. They're at home and they're going to stunt on them big time.
They had a
Not even
nice
gonna be
win
close.
last week, that's for sure. Over did they play last week? Can't remember. Oh, wasn't it? It was the Giants, right? They freaking beat the shit out of them on Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, they embarrassed the Giants.
Yeah, it was bad. 30-12, not good. Okay, so Jake with the Dolphins, Tyler with the 49ers. Who are we gonna go with this week?
Please pick the Chiefs over the Jets.
You know what? I was looking at that one.
I don't want the Jets to win.
God, the Patriots.
I do.
play
That
the
would be so
Cowboys.
funny. Come on.
It'd be kind of funny.
I'd love that for the bit, dude.
Then the Patriots would be the best team in the NFL.
Because that makes sense, right?
Yeah, that's how it works.
That is how that works in that context. Man, you know who's been looking really good? The Texans.
Yeah,
I like that. I
like
think
that a
that's
lot.
fun. I think that's
I feel
fun.
like that's a really. I feel like that's a close matchup, but I think at home, Houston's on fire. Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go with the Houston Texans this week. Get them out of the way. I'm playing to win. I'm not just gonna take the Chiefs.
and Pittsburgh, they definitely don't have the NFL sack leader on their team. Definitely
Dog
not
shit,
playing
both
against a
sides of
rookie
the ball.
quarterback.
I'm not worried. I think CJ Stroud's got it. I don't think the Pittsburgh offense is going to be able to keep up with Tank Dell. So, never thought I'd say
The
that.
Pittsburgh offense is going to be able to keep up with Tank Dell. You know what? I'd want that.
gonna be
Sure.
Why
They're
not?
gonna put Pickens out there on him.
No, I like this pick.
That's
John.
not what I meant. I meant like scoring wise, but okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Jake with the Dolphins, Tyler with the 49ers. He's going to be digging for gold, and me with the Texans. So here we go. Yeah. What's next? Everybody? It's time for the TFT mailbox.
Fantasy Dudes Mailbox.
Yeah. See, it's fun because we get through these segments very quickly, right, Jake? I see you're getting a little tired over there.
I am gonna piss my pants.
Oh, that's it. Well,
I straight up. I'm going to piss.
All right,
my
let's
pants.
keep going.
fortunately, all the
We've been
fantasy dudes
riffing a lot
mailbox.
for a guy who has to piss, but geez.
Yeah, shut the
Okay.
fuck up. Jesus.
I
all,
didn't before. I wish I hadn't.
all this really is just a chance for
And now, Dr. Logan chimes in.
all right, you're gonna want to listen closely for this one, but I do have something that will help us if you forget
Okay.
what he asked. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right. So between wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, and flex, 3 players. I got Puka. I got Zay Flowers. I got Jahan Dotson. I've got Tyler Lockett. I've got Tank Dell. And I've got Breece Hall. And I've got Joshua Palmer. Bunch of fucking mediocre, hopefully breakout. Tough decision. I'm leaning towards starting Tank, by the way.
That's
That was
not
a
a
lot.
hard one at all.
Here's the options.
That is easily Puka, Josh, and Tank Dell.
He has to start. Oh, okay, yeah. It's 2 wide receivers.
Two
for
wide
sure,
receivers
and
and a
then-
flex.
then a
It's
flex.
not Breece Hall against Kansas City. Don't like that.
No.
Tyler Lockett is the only other consideration for me. I'm not starting Jahan Dotson in Philly.
He just traded him away, and he's like, "I got Jahan Dotson in this league, though."
So
He's Dotson
Um,
everywhere.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think, yeah, Puka.
I
Who did you
think
say, Jake? You went Palmer.
I went Palmer, Puka, and Tank Dell. Feels like an easy choice to me. I like Zay Flowers. Cleveland's a heinous defense. Tyler Lockett in against the Giants is really the only other consideration for me. Jahan Dotson, maybe, but
Philly's been. You can play wide receiver against Philly. I mean, look at what Kendrick
Well-
Bourne did. Look what.
they're playing off the ball. That's why. And so if you have a guy who's like a slot type, he's like cutting up zone defense, then yeah. I don't know if Jahan Dotson's that guy.
No, I'm probably not, but I'm saying he's in consideration. But I do think there are better options. I'm gonna agree with Jake. I'm gonna go Palmer, Puka. I would probably go Tank as well. Honestly, I'll fly that. I'll buy that.
I mean, yeah, you already locked in Houston versus Pitt. You might as well double down.
Yeah, I think that Tank. Maybe they lock in on Nico Collins more. I don't know.
I just think Tank Dell's great and CJ Stroud is great, and
You know what's even crazier is all the 3 guys: Puka, Palmer, and Tank Dell.
All
Pretty
waiver
sure all
guys.
3 of those guys you did not draft and redraft.
Yeah, 100%.
true.
They're all on
Um,
waivers.
I'm a little bit different on this. The disrespect towards my man Tyler Lockett here is kind of unreal.
He just has
Giants have maybe one of the softest defenses this year. I think Tyler Lockett finishes first out of this entire list. I think after that, I think it's a tie for me between Josh Palmer and Tank Dell. I don't like Puka. I think Indy's got a super legit defense. They kind
I
of
think
held.
Palmer is a snap star, dude.
I think Tyler Lockett's got more. I
mean, yeah,
do.
I'm fine with Tyler Lockett over Tank. I'm fine with that. That's the decision I would have made. But to me, Josh Palmer and Puka are snap starts.
I don't know, man. Puka's tough. He's also
Puka's
questionable
tough.
this
What are
week.
you talking about? If he plays, he plays. I'm starting him. He's getting like 15 targets. Absolutely. Not a question.
I don't know. We'll
It's
see.
honestly,
Like, I
and
mean,
Logan's like,
yeah.
"Oh man, my options aren't that great." I'm like, "These are all great options. I
They're
would
all
be
pretty
very,
good
very
options.
happy with these options."
Yeah.
Whoever's in that league, I think this is his home league. Clearly, they're not paying attention to the waiver wire because you got fucking everybody. So, yeah, not bad. But yeah, I guess that's gonna do it for this week, guys.
Yeah. Send us your
That's it.
questions.
That's
Instagram
Yeah,
link
please, for
in
the
our
love of
bio.
God, someone else other than Logan.
Hey,
Love
we love-
Logan.
It's a
We
meme
like
of Logan,
questions too, though.
but
It's good debating points.
it is.
Gets
Yeah.
the brains moving.
Also,
It does
I
make it sound like I
haven't
don't like
even-
Logan, but that's not it. I just want somebody else.
Yeah, send us a little video. Literally, it'd be just funny. Leave a comment on YouTube, a question for the following week, like literally whatever it is. If you send us something, we will answer it. So yeah, but that's gonna do it for this week's episode. You can follow us at Those Fantasy Dudes, Instagram and TikTok. Follow us on X at Fantasy Dudes Pod. If you aren't subbed, make sure to subscribe. Spotify podcast plus button in the upper right hand corner, and definitely hit us up on YouTube. Subscribe over there. Hit post notifications. That way you never miss an episode. Leave a review, tell a friend, all that good stuff. And good luck in your week 4 matchups. And I can't find the outro. There it is.
Oh,
Thanks for tuning in to Those Fantasy Dudes podcast.
That's me
Make
as a
sure to
child.
tune in next week
Jake's
and
pissing.
follow us at
Wario.
Those Fantasy
Wait,
Dudes
once you get
on
the camera in
Instagram.
there.
Wario.
Mario.
I'm a race car driver. Do I look like The Rock yet?
You're getting there.
Bye.